Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends, and
that's how it begins.
What up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the nonamerspodcast. If you're just joining us on YouTube, please subscribe. If you've been on here, leave a comment or a hate comment or something, whatever.
I prefer hate.
Nah, hate, like, whatever. Shout out to you guys. I'm Nestor.
Mine.
Adrian.
Oh, and Art. I forgot how we do this, dog.
We have
guests, you dog.
We have a few guests. A returning guest,
Reliable Joe.
the No Namer 5, and you haven't been here in a minute, right?
I haven't been here in a minute, dude.
My name's
Back to
Juan.
another Juan on Juan.
Just say
My
that
name's
as
Juan.
It's weird listening to the old episodes where you actually say your name.
What?
We're like, oh, I'm gonna just like whatever he does, I'm gonna just cut it out and just add, like put
some hater shit?
That's a lie. He's lying already.
Yeah.
So much work.
What does he
How much work that is, G?
Want that copy and paste?
Gotta open the file, find the sample. You're already like 2 steps way too many.
There's too much already, dog.
And he's back, though.
What you need? What
and
you need?
just like that, it all went back to normal.
Maybe now he could direct it now. He's been thrown off without you here. Fool.
Yeah?
This fool gets lost because he's too scared to attack anybody. Fool.
You know there's sharks?
There's sharks out here, bro. He needs his other beta buddy. Fool.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I'm thrown off; it's just the dynamic of the whole podcast is thrown off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, your sparring partner's not
Art's usually across the table.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, that's who we're having a conversation. And usually, either Juan jumps in and Adrian says one-liners. Like, that's kind of the dynamic.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of hard to have a conversation with yourself. Also, the two people who, like, have lives but won't talk about them. You know what I mean?
What do you mean have life?
Like, oh,
Hey, dog,
we
don't talk
don't
about
want
that
we
kind
don't
of
want
stuff.
these chicks to know about what we're doing out here.
We don't live in our rooms for like these 2 other fuckers.
What you need? What you
I
need?
got a jizz up? I got paper, though.
We just stacking bread up fucking head up.
Yo, low key, I wanted to wear my vest to Lil Yachty because that's the same one he wears. That one.
Low key, I might get this shit tatted.
I
on
need to
my
look
chest,
up. I
dog.
need to find out my Nautica stuff from high school.
Stack bread up, fuck heads.
I was
up,
gonna
son.
say, low key, we should just made the thumbnail for the shit is Adrian telling us like, yo, when I bring this chick around, I need everyone to be on point, dog, and I'll bring up the other ones.
You can't, dog.
This was bad.
You can't.
Screenshots, huh?
Does she listen?
I don't know.
Wait, do you have her on Facebook?
Maybe.
Damn.
No, I'm just like, that's kind of stupid.
I'm asking questions that doesn't narrow anything down.
Yeah.
All I'm
You're
saying
always
is,
straight
does
up
she have a
asking crazy
friend?
questions. Fool.
Damn, the dogs are going.
This is why we
crazy.
can't talk about it. Fool. We don't know how to handle the situation. Fool. Your PR is set to expose, for not to
Yup.
cover up. Fool.
Exactly.
Not the
dog.
homie, dog.
This was set to expose, not cover up.
These are exposés. Huh? It's got you journalism. Who's
This
on the
was
spot?
abide by bro code.
There ain't no bro code around here, homie.
Hey, I'm a journalist first and foremost.
Reconnaissance missions on the reg, dog.
But you guys had an interesting weekend.
We killed somebody.
Well, no, you guys had a crazy weekend, and we'll catch up with everyone as we go along. But you guys, what is this? The third time you go, or the second time you go?
Second.
My
Second
first.
time.
My
Art-
first too.
All right, so we've had Caesar come on here and talk about the Regatta River Run
Mm-hmm.
and what it is and how it gets down. I think he went that year. He came and talked about it, but we did, none of you guys went.
I think we've talked about it once a year since we started the pod.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We
Yeah,
did it
because
once.
Caesar did it by himself.
Caesar, yeah, he talked about how they went and how it was. Then the year after that, he might have came back,
Caesar, then it's the brochachos, for now you went.
and now you and Joe
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
Broseph.
So,
Broseph Salas went.
so there's that. So it's the third year covering the Regatta River Run.
And Armand, bro. Fool.
And what happened, and I don't know, because I can't even jump in and tell you like this happened.
Oh, you didn't go?
I didn't go.
You wasn't there. You wasn't
That
with me.
sounds fun, though.
No,
You wouldn't survive in
He wouldn't, bro.
The logistics were all cool.
I told him he wouldn't survive in Nam. He was in my platoon. I would have killed him right away,
We
though.
would have ate him on the river.
human shield.
Friendly fire?
What did happen though is that you guys rented a car
Mhm.
because no one wanted to put. No one would like.
Well,
whose
why would you
car
drive
would?
your
Yeah,
car
yeah.
all
No
the
one.
way
Would,
down there?
My car would make it, but why would I want to put like
The miles on that when you could just rent a vehicle.
yeah,
how long did it take you guys to get over there?
4 hours?
4?
I drive slow. We got here faster when Juan was driving, but I drive like at speed limit.
That fool plays too many games, though.
We'll get to that. Okay, let's start with how we. I
And
got.
there was mad traffic on the way back.
Yeah.
We still got here like in 4 hours.
Yeah, dude, fucking crazy. Okay, but let's go
No, start chronologically. From the
chronologically.
beginning.
Friday,
I woke up.
I wake
okay.
up.
I masturbated
You have
Uh-huh.
to.
because you gotta just unload. Fool. You gotta unload the rounds. Fool. Just you don't take no dummy
level-
rounds.
You gotta be level-headed?
dude. 5 a.m. workout.
Uh-huh.
Take a shit, fool. Shower, fool. Play some Rocket League for to get the ampness back up. Ate some breakfast, fool. Then the homie's like, woo woo woo, I'm coming for fly out. And I was
That's
like,
obviously
let's roll,
Adrian.
fool. And then I was like, this fool's plan was to pick up Joe first, and I was like, nah, let's just pick up R first, and then
Yeah.
we go get Joe, fool, and then we just
Yeah.
hit that shit.
Hit the freeway.
Yeah,
from
I
there.
mean, I basically woke up pumped because you got to get your fucking body right.
You have to. fool.
I know you did it.
I want to pick up the car, and then I want to pick up Juan, and then the guys, and then no one.
Yeah,
Was
I had just got off of work.
no one was prepared. I was like, "You guys have water shoes, right? Nah. You guys have cash, right? Nah.
I had cash.
They don't have the,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, no one comes prepared.
It was their first time. If you guys didn't
We
tell
wouldn't
them,
have
how
made
were
it
they?
now. You guys
I didn't have water shoes because last time we bought them at Walmart, and I thought that was the plan again. So.
Yeah. And I
So
just
they-
didn't know we needed water.
But these fools didn't have cash when I was like, "What? Who doesn't have cash?"
Yeah, I thought you have to. I mean,
I
we're
live in
gonna.
the 21st century. Everything's car.
Nah, but if you're gonna go to a
Go
casino, right?
out of state. Yeah, you should.
Out
use
of
cash.
state, yeah, just general. You don't want to put your credit card to get
Especially
fraud.
But I
since
know-
we went back in time, dude.
Yeah.
Or just call your-
dude, we went so back in time. It was crazy.
White people rule the world.
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was just fucking.
90s shit. Man.
It was fucking old school shit. Like
So we go to the Chase on Honey, so these two fools could pick cash because they both
Mhm.
bank with Chase.
Yeah.
Then we're like, "Fuck it, let's hit the road." We hit the road.
we hit up
fool.
7-Eleven to get some snack.
Yeah, because when I drive or like if I'm trapped, I need to eat.
Oh, that's
dog.
right.
I need
Yeah.
to eat.
Asian, any road trip, he needs food. He
I need
needs snacks.
food,
And
water.
I bought me the gallon of water, fool, because all I need is agua to survive.
I
fool.
need something to put in my mouth. No homo.
Very much.
They had samples there though, fool, so I was just coming up on the Salvadorian
Dude,
bread.
it was-
I kept telling, I told these fool like, you fools ain't
I
taking
got
advantage of these
embarrassed,
samples, dog.
He ate every one of our samples.
Nah, those were my samples, my boy.
At 7-Eleven?
Yeah,
They have Salvadorian bread, fool.
Yeah,
like
Blue bread,
bread
I don't know.
samples.
And pupusas.
And I was just eating them up, and I was like, it's like Salvadorian pound cake, fool. It tastes a little bit like shit, fool, but
But
it
freeze
fucking
free.
fills up, fool.
Yeah.
Straight up cerote bread.
I pretty much had me like a whole pound cake for without buying a pound cake.
Shut
For
the
me, you
fuck.
gotta cut corners. For.
Breakfast, though?
Low-key, you just make your coffee, eat there, fool, and just be like, oh, those samples was bomb.
I just kept saying it. The first thing I said was like, "You fools down for a water run or what?" fool?"
Yeah.
They don't got beer here, fool, but let's just run out with a case of water.
$2 fucking water
No one was with it though.
So you guys got snack, and then you guys were on the road.
on the road. Fucking.
Mhm.
Did you stop? What's the halfway point? Barstow?
No.
we-
I wanted to. I was hungry, but like not starving because I don't really eat till like.
Yeah, so we made a group decision. We said, "Nah, we'll just
Got
make
it.
it over there." Because we called the other group, and they're like, "Oh, well, we already passed it." So we were like, "Fuck it, if they're not gonna stop, let's just keep going then."
Try to catch up to him?
Yeah, and then I was like, "Well, let's go to Walmart anyway, since we gotta go buy like alcohol and
And
shit."
water shoes and all that shit.
So we're on the way over there. For we're having deep discussions, food, just enjoying the desert, rolling. They were deep. We were
About
talking
what?
about a Momo band. There's a bunch of topics that came up.
Oh yeah, Joseph.
I forgot about
Joseph, he volunteered for
Some Momo bands.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
let's not get off track.
Oh, but the best part was we were getting drunk off fumes.
Oh
He
yeah,
had a bottle of
Oh,
mezcal in the trunk, and it spilled over. I
that
guess.
shit opened. While we were
So
driving.
like out of nowhere, it's just like I'm smelling alcohol. Like,
Reeked,
does anyone
fool.
else?
and
smell
I'm
this?
like, dude, I have my fucking nose sucks too. I don't smell shit, dude.
So
This
then
guy's
finally,
all
I'm like, I think the I think the bottle spilled, and they're like,
The mezcal is loose.
Well, I was smelling it, but I'm like, nah, maybe I'm just smelling it myself.
so out of nowhere, the
This
car
was
started
closed?
filling up
Yeah.
because the whole pretty much there was only like a couple shots left when we opened it. But
And it was a full bottle.
yeah,
Yeah.
so the whole bottle fell, and the
It
car
was-
just fucking reeked. So inside,
But
like,
did it
I
get
started to
like,
get drunk.
did
a
it get
little
all
bit.
over
Yeah.
your clothes and shit?
Only off his shirt.
only on my I had a flannel that it got all over, but
Oh,
the heat was so strong it just absorbed it out. We
it
thought
was
we had
just
to like
evaporating, and you guys were just like
We're catching a buzz, fool.
Yeah,
Straight
'cause
up.
we
Because
didn't eat
the
anything.
fumes.
We haven't
Because
ate,
it was
and it was
needles.
all fumes.
It was needles where those hills, fool. So you get that roller coaster vibe. Fool,
Yeah.
and you're just catching
And you're
waves.
just smelling
fool.
mad alcohol.
It's like
It's
you're
like someone
huffing
put a
alcohol,
rag.
dog.
You're huffing alcohol.
that's fucked up.
Then we go to.
Do you think that's why there was deep discussions because you guys were smashed on?
Nah,
No, that was
mezcal?
before
That
that.
was
That's just,
before.
you gotta have conversations, my
well,
boy.
that's when like I'm into the room. You gotta elevate your game, dog. If not, they'll be like, damn, dog,
Right?
what am I doing with my life?
Shh, let them eat cake, dog. That's what we were saying. fool. You feel me? Fool? Elevate your brain. dog. So we
Elevate
make
your
it.
mind.
We make it to Bullhead, Arizona, from we just start seeing gun store, liquor store, gun store, fool.
adult bookstore.
adult bookstores. We were like, dude, what is
How
this?
many
fool, the
real estate
90s, dog?
agents? Fucking
There was
shit.
real estate offices.
It was like
Who the
three.
fuck has real estate offices?
And they still have Kmart over there.
And there was multiple ones. From
Yeah.
we're like, dude, what age do these people live in? Fool?
They had like TV repair shops.
You're
but, like,
Back
for
to the Future
olds.
3 for the
Oh,
desert
yeah,
one, the
some
western one.
Straight scary
And like
shit.
internet
dog.
cafes and shit.
Yeah, it
Get
was.
the fuck out of
There's a
here.
I'm not-
blockbuster there
nah.
for some reason.
No, Blockbuster wasn't there.
There's a
Nobody
Circuit
did.
City. Like,
Yeah.
every fucking major. That fucking just.
So then we
They had
make
a mattress shop, like just a mattress.
They had a
with-
couple of mattress shops, my boy.
Yeah.
Those
There's a
fools smash
couple.
mattresses, dog,
Yeah.
Well, we were like, dig, all there is to do is fuck out here, fool.
and sleep.
And then one of my
sleep
favorite
comfortably.
spots to always pass by is where they sell baby ferrets, fool, just because I'm like, this is hype, fool.
Just have a
exotic-
ferret.
There's just some homie that sells baby ferrets and baby peacocks, fool. I was like,
Yeah.
this was mad hype, fool. But we go to Walmart, fool, and then we see Philip. And this fool starts yelling.
Wait,
what's-
agent starts
I
yelling at
start
him.
yelling.
Yeah, he just
Automatic.
starts yelling. Well, if we translate it for, it's like, what's up with that nigga with the yellow shirt on?
He had a yellow shirt on.
And that fool doesn't hear us, fool. So then we just start walking in, fool. And we keep yelling it inside. All you hear is Arthur just keep saying, we're acting mad ghetto right now.
Well, it was ridiculous, dude. We were fucking. It's 4 dudes walking in and
Ayo, ayo, ayo.
like the whole fucking time. Yeah, and of course Felipe is not turning around or nothing.
So you
'cause-
gotta get louder.
so I was like, oh my god, these fools are getting louder on me. I'm like, and all these white people are just looking at us because they had like the Miss America,
Miss Arizona. Yeah.
Miss Arizona, some shit.
oh,
Miss
she was
Arizona-
in there?
Did you
Miss
see her at the
Arizona
beach
was
party?
at
Yeah,
Yeah.
the beach party. I'm like,
Miss Arizona was at the Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
So
saying
was,
hi to her
Anthony
constituents.
There was also Anthony Miller, dog. Some receiver.
the
from-
triple threat.
5-time
He was-
Pro Bowler.
yeah.
fool.
He played for the Chargers.
Wait, why the
Cowboys,
fuck's he at the
Broncos.
Walmart?
For a signing,
For
dog?
signing, I have no
That
clue.
shit was sad, though. This fool had all 3 of his jerseys on, one under the other.
Just
When
because you want to take a
pictures
picture with
fool.
whichever
Did they
one.
charge though? I didn't see anyone pay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
but
was charging fools, though.
Oh,
That's why nobody was
Oh,
doing
that's
it.
fucking sad, G.
Yeah,
Hey, dog.
Like which jersey do you want me to?
Yeah, and he had all 3 of them ready.
yeah. I only saw one group take a picture with him.
We should have took a photo with them.
For the
But,
group?
but,
For that
but
shit.
so we get in, and these fools are like,
Well,
oh,
'cause
what's up?
Wait. Logistically, that's the day that Walmart's probably the most packed, right?
Yeah.
So so that's why they do it.
Yep.
Okay, I was just like, why the fuck would like is Miss Arizona in a fucking Walmart for no reason?
And then we finally say what's up to those fools, and I'm like, yo, I gotta take a piss, for I'm dying right now. I just drank a bunch of water.
Piss on
fool.
Miss Arizona, though.
So then I go to the bathroom. As soon as I walk in, fool's just some butt naked up old man with his fucking
Ding
shorts
dong
to his fucking
Yeah.
ankles, fool, wiping shit out of his crack. Fool.
A homeless got into the Walmart.
I was like, yo, what's up with this food, dog? Take a piss, dog.
I didn't see it. We walked in.
Well, when you
Yeah.
fools walked in, that
was
fool was
already
putting
dressed.
pants on and shit,
Yeah.
fool. And I was like,
He
yo,
was embarrassed or what?
Arizona's weird, dog.
No, he was washing his clothes.
But it was some bummy looking old man.
yeah.
fool. I was like, what's up with his hippie
But-
ass cat? Fool?
But was it a single stall restroom or was it like a
Middle of the fucking.
No, it was three.
community
it
restroom?
was
There's more than one stall.
No, there's a handicap stall, regular stall,
and,
2 urinals.
uh-huh.
Okay, so it's
sinks.
it's communal. So
Yes.
he shouldn't be in there by like he knows that anyone could walk in.
He's
at
a
any time.
bum, dude. What the fuck? Like,
Well, he was in there shopping later.
He's a bum, rock.
No, I think he was just in the air conditioning.
No,
It was hot
yeah, I
as
saw him
fuck.
walking around shopping with shit in his cart later. fool.
Probably gonna eat and bound.
Nah, but I didn't see him when remember he walked out again. He had nothing with him. I think it's just to keep up the appearance so nobody kicks him out.
Whatever, fool. But that fool's out here butt naked.
That fool was
and shit.
chilling in the AC.
And then one of the managers coming back in, like, what's up with this fool? This fool had a bag of clothes. And so I was like, this fool shit himself or what?
Mm.
And this fool just put on brand new gear from the Walmart, bro. I was like, this fool's high, fool.
That's high, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta come up for it.
But then we're like, fuck it, let's go inventory what we're gonna drink this weekend, dog.
So would you guys pick up?
So we copped us like
90 pack of fucking Rolling Rock.
330s, fool, because we're like, we need 2 for tomorrow and 1 for tonight, fool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Like 3-4 bottles, fool.
fucking got nasty ass smells.
Hawaiian punch, fool, because you have to.
Yeah.
For the mix?
Mm-hmm.
Hard mix. Bro.
Well, because we started shopping with them.
And a bunch of Twinkies. and
Because
shit,
it was
bro.
like, oh, we combined our groups there and we're like, oh, well, what are we going to need for the night? And you know, Felipe, he did that shit that you did to me before where you showed what you want to drink, but then you put it back. So, just so that the implications
It's
there,
implied,
like, yeah.
Snackitudes? fool?
Yeah, he what bottle did he bring to us? He brought us like, dude, look at this
Ciroc.
bottle.
But then I'm like, dude, we're gonna throw in the jungle juice. Why am I gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Well, I just picked up the big bottle, the one that's like $10. I was like,
Yeah,
dog, we gonna get this. We just get this one right here. fool.
yeah.
Kirkland?
So we had one cart and we were loading it up with all the fucking
Oh, plus
everything
we
we
need
were
to
gonna
get
buy.
all
All the essentials.
Yeah, the water socks, everything that we were gonna get. And then
I
so
sensed a scam, so I brought another cart.
no, well, what ended up happening is that we went to the line and out of nowhere, Felipe
Because there was
just-
one cart and I told us,
Yeah.
to go get another shopping cart, dog.
Yeah.
We're gonna split it up.
Because then he's not going to want to divide all that
Well,
by
because it
4.
was funny because out of
No,
nowhere,
because I already knew in my head he only gonna pick up certain stuff, and I was like, fuck that. I'm already gonna predetermine where what goes. This is their cart and this is our cart. fool.
yeah.
Squad.
But he had disappeared on us for like 15 minutes, dude.
Caesar was mad, bro.
And yeah, well, Caesar's like, oh, are we gonna pay? And then it's like, oh,
Didn't I
well.
tell this fool first walked?
And I think they already had the bands. They already had had our bands. He was just waiting, taking his time because he was hoping that we would have already paid.
Dog, I wasn't born yesterday though.
Yeah.
So then we
Running
go.
plays,
That
dog.
fool stayed
Felipe,
skiing?
yeah, Felipe
So
was
then we
running
go
plays.
and we're about to pay, and then this fool's like, "Hey, you fool should put back one of the. You should put back that vodka bottle because
Well, because no, first he
his sand had already brought a Ciroc bottle.
But why put it back? Just tell him, hey, I don't want it. This
No.
fool just wanted you fools to pay for it.
No, this
Pull
is
back
was
the
the scheme.
one we were gonna pay for already.
We divide the carts into two, right?
Uh-huh.
He sees that we've divided into two,
Yeah.
and I tell Juan, I'm like, oh, I'll take a Rolling Rock and one of my sandals.
yeah, and I was
and
gonna take one of the 30 packs, the bottle of vodka, and my
your
water
sandals.
shoes.
And we
This fool
divided
told
it
me,
up.
"Hey, put back the vodka bottle."
Yeah,
Ani already got Ciroc, which is vodka, so he's like, "We
Yeah.
don't need to buy that anymore."
Oh,
So I was like, "Cool, I put it back."
uh,
Then that fool's like, "Hey, why don't you fools pay for this rum though?" And I was like, "Agent's already paying for some rum. Yeah, for some rum." And he's like, "Just get this one too." And I was like, "What?"
fuck that. Just say,
But-
nah, I'm straight.
so he was trying to run that scheme of like,
So
hey, I'm
Agent
gonna
was
drop
like,
a
"Fuck it,
bottle."
I'll get it."
Yeah, so
He's
he
just
was
passing off
he
shit.
passed off a bottle to us, and he thought he was gonna come out in the clean. But the thing is that Caesar already saw what was gonna happen, so that fool stepped all the way to the back. So
Well,
Felipe's left
Those
next
fools already
to the.
had paid their room and everything else, right?
Yeah, well, Felipe's right there in front of the thing, and then all of a sudden the lady's like, "Oh, so who's paying?" And then
Yeah.
he looked over to Caesar, and Caesar is like, "I ain't gonna
No,
pay."
Caesar told him, "I paid for the room. I already told you I'm not paying for any alcohol." So I was like, "Fuck it, dog," and that fool got
And
off for like
oh my god, his
$80.
face
fool.
just fucking.
I start laughing, and the lady starts laughing, and then Caesar starts
That
smirking.
expensive bottle that food didn't open it for us. That
No.
fool took it home.
No, he
yeah.
chilled it and he just took it.
Oh, the fucking
Crown Royal, the
Yeah.
apple.
I was like,
Yeah.
I want to have a fucking shot.
But
That's his scheme. For he snapshots the bottles and then either puts them back or he
he
doesn't take
returned
them
it to
out.
Walmart.
Hey, we didn't even open the moonshine though.
We did.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Nah.
I was like, I didn't want to open it because it's not my bottle. But I was
Oh,
like,
dude. That
Yeah.
bring
So
it next
all right, so you guys pay for shit.
Well, Adrian got stuck with
I
the
got
fucking.
gas, but I was like, fuck it, whatever. It's too like I'm not gonna get pissed on the first day because I mean I know.
there's many days to go. So
Yeah.
you've already
Because I
been
told
to.
Philip, I was like, we already got the bottles.
Mhm.
Again, you said put that one back. That's on you, dog.
And we
Yeah.
and I had bought bottles from home because I was like, I like.
And that's what I told Adrian too. I was like, me and you each bought a bottle already.
I like
So, what's he gonna
Gentleman's
say?
I brought
Yeah.
2, but one of them fell. But whatever. I still had one.
So it was
Why the
like,
fuck are you still buying bottles there?
because you had to pound for.
Well, because it's like there's a lot of us.
It's
Yeah.
Nom.
Fuck it.
If you're not drinking to get crazy drunk.
No, I mean I feel you. I'm just like fuck this food scheme. $80 still ain't shit.
But that fool got fun.
Yeah.
So then we're like, fuck it, we're all hungry, dog.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, fam, let's go catch some eats, for. And now, cause on the way,
You hit the Walmart McDonald's.
on the way, we kept passing McDonald's where it's like 2 for $5 Big Macs. When we're like, dig, it's the 90s right now. So these fools got 2 for $5 Big Macs, but we're like, nah, let's go drop off all our shit first. So we get to the hotel, and then we go. There's a McDonald's in there, but they don't got the 2 for $5 specials.
Nope.
Their shit's all overpriced, dog. And I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not eating there. I'm just eating
I-
the Panda Express, which
Nah, I
had
was
regular Panda
sorry.
prices.
And I have been craving the 2 for $5 since you guys already have put it in my head.
This fool got 2 Big Macs.
So I got 2 Big Macs. It was like $10.50.
This fool,
shit.
this fool just ate them before Adrian got his fucking order. fool.
I ate one
I got
and a
2
half waiting for
I got 2
Adrian's food.
doubles because I was like, dude, I like doubles. That's enough.
So you just ate casino food, whatever was
Because
there.
we hadn't eaten.
We had to eat.
Oh, but we're forgetting, fool. We had already pounded some warm beers in the back in the room.
Yeah,
fool.
fuck that.
We were disgusting art by drinking beer.
Well, no, it's because the fucking Rolling Rock is warm as fuck.
And we're like, dig,
drink one.
the fridges, you could actually push it in these fridges, fool. They don't got shit.
Yeah, because it's
So we put them in the fridges, but I was like, dog, I'm not waiting for. I just started pounding.
Just
Be like Joe shotgunned it. I was like, I already cracked mine open, so I can't shotgun it, but I'll chug it with you.
That's we were just chugging it.
be like, Vinny, go hit up the ice machine and just clog up the sink and then fill it up.
the ice machine wasn't.
Nah,
working
but the
'cause
fridge
everybody was
works.
using
We
it.
just didn't want to wait for the fridge to cool.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
So
Well, I did.
So you fools pounded. Then
we
went to
pound
McDonald's.
one. Art is like, I don't want to drink warm beer. So he barely finishes one beer because he's like, I'm not having it.
Nah, it's nasty.
Then he starts looking at me crazy because I'm chugging, like, I'm on like my 4th beer.
You had like 5G.
4th warm beer. And this was like, how's this for drinking warm beer?
I'm like, oh, this fool likes piss. I'm like,
a
it's
savage,
crazy.
bro.
Then we go with fool.
It's not even like it tastes like coffee or nothing. Like
Nah.
at least if it was getting, you're like, oh well, I guess he's drinking coffee.
Nah, it was not good.
Then we're at the Panda.
Cold enough.
Then we're at the Panda. And the lady's like, oh, we don't got no more mushroom chicken. But I'll take it to your table, fool.
Mhm.
So I'm like, fuck it, dog. I'll wait. Fool. She forgets about me. Fool.
Shut the fuck
How
up.
dare
Yeah.
she? Fool. So I had to get up for ask for my mushroom chicken. Fool. But it was cool because while I was waiting for us, I started chatting up this mom. Fool. She's like some 40-year-old lady. Fool. She's like, oh, it's an event. Like, I have to drive an hour and a half to a Panda Express, and my son loves fucking orange chicken, so we always get a bunch of it. Fool. So they're excited about eating orange chicken. Fool.
Yeah, that's the trip.
Like, that's what they're hyped about right now, fool, eating orange chicken.
Imagine driving to San Diego just for some orange chicken.
You feel me?
So,
That's
like,
I was
crazy,
like,
dog.
this bitch is crazy. So I
That's
started
hype,
like,
though.
yo, what's up? Woo, 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 fool. And it was working, fool. But then she's like, but I gotta go home. And I was like, well, if you ever want to feel young, just hit me up. Room number 6038. And then she just smiles. And I was like, fuck it, fool. We gotta move to the next one. Fool.
She was a hot milf.
And
She
another
wasn't even
one.
that hot, fool, but
Nah,
every shot you take is a shot you take, dog.
When you drink those hot beers, huh?
yeah.
I wasn't even buzzed yet for the hot beers.
you ever had some Mexican Mandingo jizz?
That's just good too. fool.
You should just tell her.
So then we finish eating, fool, and we go back up, fool. And we're like, fuck it, fool, let's hit some beer bongs, fool.
Beer bong. That's what they put up on Snap.
Yeah, there was beer bong. I was like, I'll christen the beer bong for who else but me, fool. Back at it for like before shit goes in like nothing. For niggas looking at me like, what's up? This was an astonishment.
This who can mad open his throat up, bro.
This was got sick throat skills, bro.
Sick throat.
I was turned on a little bit, low key.
And then they're like, all right, so 8 o'clock, we're going to go to a bikini contest at the Harrah's. So we're like, fuck it, let's start walking now. We start walking over as soon as we go outside, and the heat was like, damn, bro.
Ridiculous.
AK, fuck this.
Oh, that's when I lost you guys.
Oh,
Because Joe's out here being suave at the craps table, picking up hoes.
So you guys played a little bit and then started walking?
Yeah, most def. I sat at a machine because
I had like 2 drinks.
I was finna get me some free drinks.
Some rum and Coke.
And then
Jack and Coke.
So then me, Art, and Agent start walking.
Yeah.
And instantly Art doesn't look happy.
As soon as I hit that heat, dog, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, dog?
You can't move.
In the fucking devil's
Remember
butthole,
when
dog.
you had the option to move to Nevada? That shit would have mad not suit you, dog.
No way in hell, dog. No way in hell.
Look, that shit was making me laugh. And this fool's buzzed already.
Dude,
he hates
this fool's getting annoyed by me already in the heat.
Yeah, in the heat, I couldn't tolerate Juan. I was over it, dog.
I'm not even buzzed.
Why did I even come to this shit?
Because I'm just like, oh my God, it's fucking hot as fuck. And then these fools tell me, I'm like, so where's the bikini contest?
Last one.
The last hotel. It's like a mile and a half. I'm like, no fucking way.
I'm water taxiing it.
Well, then Juan saw the water taxi. And he's like, "Oh, we could take the water."
Like, I'm not paying fucking high prices.
Plus,
it's $4.
They were taking but they were taking forever to bring us drinks. That was also pissing me off. I was like,
this was an angry little man.
Yeah,
that's fucking.
It's because he hadn't chugged enough
They-
beers.
I hadn't drank enough.
It's
yet.
not Vegas. It's Laughlin. They move to their own speed.
Yeah, dog, I was
They
just
don't
like,
have enough
fuck,
staff
dog.
to cover everyone.
For real. I was just like,
I've been
So you guys said fuck the water taxi?
No, we went, but we ended up just going back. to
No. Then we go to the next one, and the group
Why didn't
we're
you
with.
take the car?
The group
oh,
we're-
you're drinking.
Bless you. The group we're with they're trying to buy margarita bowls for.
Uh-huh.
To pound,
I
fool.
feel I ain't gonna buy no
And this was
drinks.
like, I ain't buying no drinks, dog. And I was like, I'm with that. For you fools want to go back to the hotel room, pound some more, for, and then we go to the bikini party, for.
Yeah, and
And
where's
they're like,
Joel and all this?
Most def.
He's what? Oh no, he had
Picking
this.
up rods. Huh?
Joe's
Yeah.
trying to bang this hoe out, fool.
Trying to win some money and get a honey.
So then we're like, fuck it, let's go back to the room, fool. And then
We
I
thought
don't
we were
know.
gonna run into Joe, but we saw that he had already been there.
I saw the girl. I'm like, I guess Joe struck out.
She was lifeless, though. Nah, so we go, and then Joe's jacket there. So it's like, oh, Joe was here, fool.
He's
And then
jacking it there.
his jacket was there, dog.
Oh, okay.
But we checked the ref, fool. The beers are cool now, fool. Well, at
Yeah.
least to me, they're cool.
Cool
They
enough.
were all right. They were cool enough.
Other people had different opinions, fool, but
They were
I
cool
say they're
enough.
cool enough, fool. So we start doing more beer bongs, fool.
Uh-huh.
And then Philip kept saying, "Yo, we got to make these signs for the bikini contest so we could give them like 1, 2, 3, 4, like we could rate them."
And I was not with
lame,
it.
dog.
I
I
was
was
not
with
with
it,
it.
fool.
You were drunk already, so you were good with it. But I'm like,
I
this
was
is
cool with
tacky
anything, dog.
as fuck, dog.
It's tacky.
Rating, like,
It's lame.
oh my god,
You don't know how to
Low-key
party, fool. That's what
sexist
party
as
people
fuck.
are.
Ah, that's when I started hating bro culture. Like,
This fool kept saying, "I hate bro culture," fool.
because I was like, this is fucking.
See, like, I would have matched Arthur for we would have been both hating.
No, but then I
hating
would
each
match
other,
his
huh?
hate with counter hate and just start broing out on this food.
Oh, dude, we'll get to the story that he.
So now he's
fucking-
just trolling you?
okay. Yeah. So we'll get to the fucking story where he fucking trolls me the hardest. But
So like, how this fool not swing at you, dog?
so we
Because he
go.
saw me, dude.
Nah, so
We could bro this out. Dude. We could have a bro tussle. Bro.
Brosendo.
So I'm dealing with this asshole, and we decide finally.
And then we started
It's
drinking
time-
actual
it's-
liquor. fool.
Yeah, we were drinking. We were just drinking a lot, and then
And
all
then
of
we
a sudden,
started taking shots off Caesar's inhaler.
Oh, yeah.
Some straight stupid dude shit.
oh my god!
I was like, hey, yo, Caesar, what's in this inhaler, dog?
He's like, all Caesar said was, "Leave me 20 of them, G."
He's like, I just
they
need
have,
like
certain
20
amount of
hits,
clicks.
fool. And I was like, cool, fool. So what does it do? He's like, it just opens up your throat. And I was like, how else are you going to chug beer bong? And then just go, who wants to hit it?
I hit it.
Y'all fools are
And-
acting like some fucking,
and then fucking Caesar has-
fraternity ass
dude,
niggas.
And then Caesar's just bumping nothing but techno fucking music in the
We're
room.
broing out, dude.
I was like, oh my god, what did I walk into, dog? This is crazy.
Arthur look at me like, is this
2010?
fool seriously tapping off someone's inhaler?
I'm just like,
Well, you're acting also like you don't know your friends. Right?
yeah, I guess.
To be fair, you only probably got like 2 hours of sleep before you.
Yeah, I hadn't slept.
A lot of us had it.
Low key, that
Yeah.
if I was you, I would have felt like, yo, this is probably a nightmare right now. Like,
No, it wasn't a nightmare at that point. It was fun. I was having fun. It's just as soon as
but you were judging hard.
I recognize that look on your face. That's the same look Romy gets when I start to go ham.
but we weren't there. We weren't at that point yet.
It was dog.
It was when we went for
chilling,
went to wait in line for the fucking
He
water.
just starts chugging cough syrup, and,
And then
everyone's.
I wish I had cough syrup. No, we took some codeine before we left the room.
Low key.
Hop in that codeine.
You have to.
It's codeine tablets though. You feel me? It's not
Codeine
illegal.
fluid.
I have a prescription.
So we go to wait for the water taxi, and they have some fluorescent nasty ass lights that attract every fucking little ass fly there, and just a bunch of fucking bugs are swarming
Swarms of
around
fucking
us, and it's
So you
like,
guys are
oh
getting
my
bit.
god.
I'm having fun with my
Nah.
signs, dog.
Oh, that's the other thing. This fool just keeps
Holding up
showing the sign,
stupid
and I
signs.
was stuck with one of the pairs of signs, and I tried to pawn it off to Joe, but Joe's like, I ain't having this shit.
Because my
Why don't you
signs,
just throw
So
the
the only
signs
the
away?
only 4
because
people
we worked hard on it.
they made 4 they made 4 pairs of signs. One went to Adrian, one went to Juan, one went to me, and one Felipe had. And nobody else wanted the fucking signs. I
I
couldn't
did.
give it.
Why don't you
I
give
couldn't
it
give
to
it away.
Caesar or Efren?
They didn't want it. They're
They're
like,
like,
that's
yeah, it's
tacky.
tacky,
Yeah.
Not unless I'm
And then-
using it. Fam.
And then
Your
fucking.
first instinct, your
And
first
then they have
instinct's
different
right.
writing on it too. They have a fucking.
Oh, I personalized mine.
you
fam.
personalize
My-
yours.
If you get a 1 from me, the only way to go up is you have to read the sign that says "take it off." That's the only way your
Like,
score goes
oh
up.
my god.
But if you're a perfect 10, that's my phone number.
then he
That's
had
why I
his
wrote
phone
my
number on the bottom.
323 for the rest of my number. For
So we fucking.
on the walk over there, I keep showing just every chick that
Every
passes by,
chick
take
that
it
passes
off.
by, he's showing them a 1, and he keeps it in their face until they acknowledge him.
Acknowledge the play, dude.
And I'm like, oh my! That's when I'm like, what
That
the
shit had
fuck
me
is going
dying,
on, dude? Like
Because they would
the
stand
first
there
time,
and
the
read
first
it.
time is
they would
funny.
read it, dude.
They would stop
these
in
are
the
like
tracks and read the
It's like one of
sign.
those kids that get hand you a sign like, "Hey, I'm deaf, but I'm here collecting."
Mine
a
says
fucking-"
you're a
No.
1, take it off.
It's a 1, so he's showing like these 50-year-old ladies a 1. Like, here you
They're
go.
not all 50 though, but
They're old.
the ones paying attention to me are 50. For that's who was after me that
Yeah.
weekend, but
I was just like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy, dog.
The
Let's just
pit
get on this
bosses?
boat.
the pit bosses were with it though. This old pit boss, she was like 40, 50-year-old, but she just kept smiling and laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
She
about.
thought it was funny.
She was fucking with it.
Were you not at their level or what? Like,
No, I was buzzing, but I was
But
not
you
at their
weren't at
level.
their
That's what he hit to any beer bunks.
Nah.
We hit
oh,
2 or 3 apiece, dog. You
So-
Yeah.
So we get over
Okay.
to
Plus, this food
where the
hit the
party's
inhaler.
at. So we get to where the
Joe,
party's
did
at.
you hit the inhaler?
Yeah.
You had.
You have, dude.
I think it was up to like 52 clicks
Uh huh.
when we gave it back to him.
And it started off at like 120.
I was hitting it hard.
It's like
You have
fucking
to open
ridiculous.
up. You have to open up that throat. fool.
I'm like, this fool's gonna die on us. I kept saying, I'm like, this fool's gonna die on us, dog, because you guys keep hitting that shit.
That's not on me though.
His asthma.
Yeah.
He doesn't have another for.
There
They
is-
have to call his
yeah.
doctor for the prescription.
We'll give him off the mouth.
So, anyways, we get over to the
Hit him
bikini
with a beer
contest,
bong?
and we're already running
Open up
late.
his throat somehow.
We're already running late,
Uh-huh.
like 30 minutes late from when the bikini contest was
Are we
supposed to start.
supposed to start.
Yeah,
I
because
thought we were early, though.
it was supposed to start at 8, and we got over to the other side at 8:30.
Uh-huh.
And we get there, and then all of a sudden Felipe goes, "Oh fuck!
My
We-
signs.
No, we need wristbands to prove that we're going to the regatta. That's the only way you could get into the fucking party.
So they didn't even bring their wristbands.
They didn't have the wristbands.
But you left them in the room.
We had the wristbands. They were just in the room.
Uh-huh.
So we're all looking like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and
I didn't
then-
even give a fuck. I just
No.
was like,
Well,
hey,
then
I'm
Felipe-
rushing it.
no, well, Felipe was like, no, let's
I wasn't
rush.
even listening. I just said, I'm a rush.
Oh yeah.
dog.
Well, so anyways, we all start pushing, and then the security right there is like, "Hey, wait up!"
Oh, you said something?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit it hard. I was one of the first ones to hit it too low.
He was like trying to hold people back, but we were all going, and then the people that were actually waiting in this long ass line,
They all started pushing too.
well, they started going. They're like, "Fuck these guys! They're going in. Why aren't we going in?"
Follow the nigga with the signs. dog.
So we literally got at least 20 some people in
To
before
bum
they
rush.
brought backup to
to help out with the
to
line.
help the
when we leave, there's like 6 guards now. dog.
yeah. because they had got bum rushed. It was
Because
like
the group had bum rush these fools gacho stats, man. So we're going for, and it's a beach vibe, fool. We're there, fool. We're on the beach, fool. We're chilling, filming pants.
Of course,
dog.
Juan is still fucking showing his signs, and people are looking at him
They're
like,
trying to read him, fool. They want to
Yeah.
know what's up, fool.
You're wearing
People were taking pictures with him, dog.
yeah, no, well that
Which
they
pissed
became a
him
little-
off more because he thought it was tacky, but it's in, fool.
No, I wanted to get rid of the signs, and I felt bad throwing them away.
Fuck them.
Well, we worked hard on them, fool.
Well, I felt
You
bad
were
throwing
wearing
them away.
khakis to a beach party?
I'm that dude, dog.
So we get to the thing, and they're bumping. It's sponsored by like Red Bull and Vodka Sky,
Sky
and
Blue
vodka.
Bro culture.
Yeah, and
hard, fool.
the music they're bumping is whatever.
You
It's
just
old
needed
school,
to be
fool.
wearing sick tank tops.
It's 2006
Yeah.
music, fool.
Yeah, and I'm like, this one.
It's just
I was in bro culture. I had my skeleton shirts on, fool, and shit.
Oh,
fool.
my
It was
God.
just straight Miami Ink, fool. So there's a beach vibe, fool, and there's bitches dancing, and I'm like, yo, fuck all these fools not dancing with bitches, fool. You just gotta hit this whole hard, fool.
So you started dancing with these old hoes?
I go to the first group, they're young, fool, not having it, fool. So
Not
I'm like,
having it.
Chalk it,
You
fool,
also
take
have the fucking signs.
Oh,
with you, fool.
taking it
And that's what
loss, fool.
fucked up the
Ora,
other
fool.
one too. That the group that we were about to start dancing with, and we were talking to them, and then all of a sudden you
They see
started
the
talking
signs.
about the signs, and then that one girl, I saw her face, she's like, fuck these
Sexist.
dudes.
She wasn't with the bro culture,
Nah,
fool.
so she left us, and I'm like, oh, we were actually dancing with these two chicks,
Hey, fool.
You had to
and I'm
link
like,
up
the
with some
signs
Arizona
fucked it up,
states.
and I'm like,
But without me, it wouldn't have even happened, though, fool. So
So you set it
Yeah,
up
I
and
guess.
fucked it
I
up
was
at
just
the
like-
same time.
that's me, though, fool. You feel me? fool?
But well,
So
let's
then
get to the bikini contest.
So then,
well,
so then
no,
I
we're there for
spot
a
me.
mad minute because it hadn't even started. It was supposed to start at 8.
But
It
just the
didn't start till
party
like
has started.
9:30, I
That
think.
shit was late, dude.
Yeah,
But out of the corner of my eye, fool, I spot me a hurt gazelle, fool. Her ankles hurt,
Oh my
fool.
god, she's
She's finna
drunk-
go down.
a herd gazelle.
It's
This
time
fool
to pound,
spotted a drunk bitch by the speaker who was barely holding herself up to dance.
Nah, she was cool, fool.
Nah, fool, I saw that bitch. She was dunzo. She was dunzo as dunzo could be.
Yeah, fool, she made it through 3 songs of dancing with me.
Well,
dog.
yeah, so Juan rolls up
Weekend
on her
at
and they're
Bernie.
dancing in the back, and she turned around a little bit, but then she was like, "Fuck it, let's do this." So they're both dancing.
I was like, she thought I was some good looking dude, dog.
and I was
The beer
laughing.
goggles
I
Nah,
was
on.
like,
Yo,
what
you
settled
are,
her,
though.
fool, was that I could explain the song, fool. Culo, fool, by Pitbull, fool.
because then,
She's like,
oh
what does
yeah,
that mean?
that song was on. So
I was like, it just means you got a nice ass when I squeeze it. fool. And then I'm like, what's up, though? And she's
this
like,
bitch was
"Fuck
like
it, dog."
45, dog.
Easily, fool.
Easily, dog.
5
Her 20-year-old kids are there partying.
Yeah, she's there chaperoning, and she just got too fucked up. And
You fingered someone's mom at a fucking pool party, though?
the thing is
Beach
that
party,
he
fool.
would have kept dancing.
Let's be classy, fool.
He would have kept dancing
I
with
would
her.
have got it in, fool. But at the 4th song, fool,
She started
she
puking.
grabs the speaker. She starts
She starts
throwing it.
yakking.
On the speaker?
Yes.
And then I just put my hands up and I walk away. fool, like,
And which was hilarious to me.
and then Philip just starts yelling, "What'd you do to her?"
And she's still puking. Like, she's puking hardcore. Like, she's done.
She's done.
Yeah.
But she had
Okay, when I
been
started
done.
dancing with her, some old bald man just kept asking her, like, "Are you okay? Is this fool bothering you?" And she was like, "It's cool." fool."
like,
And the old man
somebody in
walked
her
away.
group.
fool. And
Oh,
I'm like, dude,
man.
what if that was her husband? Fool, then this is what's up now. Fool. But she starts yakking. I walk away. Fool. I remove myself from the situation.
You have to.
Because you have to. Fool. Then they're like, "Oh, bikini contest is coming up." Fool. Cool. Fool. They come out for the bikini contest is whack. Fool.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck these signs. So I put the signs on top of the speakers because I was like, I'm done with them.
Uh-huh.
Then people start walking up, grabbing them, trying to take pictures with the signs because they're like, this is hype.
Oh, but before that, people were asking him how to enter the competition.
Well, they thought he
Oh,
was.
because they thought I was a real judge. fool.
Because he had a hat. Like, all he needed was the fucking lanyard around his neck.
I
And
just
he
need a
would have looked
number,
part of
dog.
the fucking competition. He's in khakis and fucking...
And the hat, fool.
in a hat.
She went in cat.
Yes.
This who went in khakis.
It wasn't shorts. It was
He had
khakis.
khakis, a button down.
That's why
and a
he looked
hat.
like a fucking like one of the Teamsters or something. He looked like he worked.
And I was rocking the black shoes.
He looked like he was at work. It was.
I didn't even notice, dog.
And he had these homemade signs, so he looked official, dog.
No, he looked official.
And
The
I
only
just
thing he
kept
was missing
telling,
was the
hey,
lanyard of Red Bull.
I don't know, but if you want to get on the sign, you either gotta shake that ass or you gotta ask the DJ homie over there.
And they knew something was up out of nowhere. They're like, at first they kept talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, you're not part of the competition.
You're just some drunk ass dude.
And oh my god! And him and Felipe were the ones with the signs, and they would not stop. They were just playing the signs.
And when it
to
was
every
happening, were you guys actually like
Juan
rating
was.
them?
Juan was. Felipe, I don't think he was.
I started, but then oh, this is lame, dog.
Yeah.
Were the chicks even hot?
No, they were good looking. They were. Yeah.
I mean, for desert trash, yeah.
For desert.
Low key on the snap, it looked like straight up desert trash. I was like, damn.
Rock
all
people?
The one thing on the snap, I was like, why is Joe wearing his beanie in the desert, G? Like, how hot is
That's the vibe, fool.
Fools was hating.
That was a
Fools are
talking
in
point.
khakis, dog.
Huh?
Yeah.
Fools are in khakis and partying, fool, with beanies on. fool.
He had to stand out, though.
So
Wait.
I did. I got free drinks. I got a bunch of.
That's the one thing I was going to ask. How the fuck did Joe get into the VIP section?
How's this, fool, dog?
I don't know.
You just went in there? You just
I
bum
got-
rushed the VIP section?
I got in, and then I'm like, I'm gonna buy some booze. And then this girl's like, how long have you been waiting in line? I'm like, forever. What do you want? I want alcohol. I got you. And then she gives me drinks. I'm like, fuck, this is dope. And she's like, remember me. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
This is dick, Will.
So I'm like, okay. So I
Nah.
go back, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go and get another cup. And the bartender remembered me.
Uh-huh.
He's like, hey, this is for you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, okay. How much? He's like, oh, it's 20. So I'm giving out money. He's like, no, it's for you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he gives me the slushy margarita.
Uh-huh.
So I'm walking around the margarita.
the dude hit on him.
So I'm like, this is dope.
That's hype life.
Yeah.
Beanie's code.
Being like 100-degree weather.
And
So
what?
I'm like, this is dope. So I'm walking around, and then I'm like, I'm going to go in this fucking lounge area. I didn't know it was a VIP, though. I just seen couches, and I'm like, oh, dope. There's a bunch of shit here. There's beads and
Why aren't more people here? It's so chill.
I'm hanging out. I'm talking to one of the ladies, and then I don't know where Miss Arizona's there, and like a bunch of the bikini people are there talking and like talking to the judges and shit. I'm like, fuck, I think I'm in the VIP thing. I'm like, fuck, before they throw me out, I better start just taking shit.
The ghetto mentality kicks in.
You have to, dog.
The East
So-
Coast mentality. Start grabbing before they find out.
Big sereno time.
So I come back with headphones.
He gave us
bottle
some
opener,
headphones.
shot glasses, a t-shirt.
Jack the place for us.
For ransacked it, dog.
Oh, man.
reparations.
I'm like, I don't know where this fool hands me a pair of headphones. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. I'm like, where'd you get these? Where are they giving these out? He's like, don't worry about it. And then he just, oh,
It's
man.
the reparation game.
But then the night's ending. Not really. I just thought, the vibe of the beach party's over. For
Well, yeah,
Juan,
because the
so.
music, it
Slowing
was
down,
over.
music's weak.
It was over for Juan, so Juan was like, yo, dog, you fools down to roll back out. And these fools were all like, yeah, we're down. Fam.
Okay,
They've been
so
waiting for you
so
to
what
say
ends up
that.
happening? We're about to get back onto the fucking boat, and we realized, well, why the fuck are we gonna wait for the boat? Because there was a huge line.
Oh, there was a huge ass
it was
line.
a
It wasn't
huge ass
that
line.
we were willing to wait for the boat. It's just the line was so
50
long
people,
that we didn't think it was worth it.
Exactly. So we're like, fuck it. You know what? We could probably just walk out of here, get to the front, and then walk down the fucking thing. It's probably better. We'll probably get there faster if we walk. And like, all right, let's do
The
this.
So we're
street?
like,
Like the
fuck.
main street?
The main street, yeah.
That's long as fuck.
So we're like,
well, we didn't know. We were like, fuck
well,
it.
we didn't know it goes up a hill and shit.
Yeah, we
dog.
didn't
know
We
any
thought
of
it
that
was a
shit.
straight shot. I could
Nah.
walk like
Yeah.
easily 2 miles. Fool,
Nah.
So what ends up
in this
happening
heat, fool.
is that we go and now we're waiting for an elevator, and then these fools are fucking. Juan sees me and he sees that I'm already done, and
This fool just keeps telling me that he doesn't fuck with bro culture.
he's like,
bro.
"Oh, dude, you don't fuck with bro. Come on, bro, Sif, let's do this." And he's getting Joe on board, and both of them are broing out, and I'm just like, "Fuck this." So what ends up happening? Our elevator finally comes, and then Juan yells, "Everybody in!" So a shitload of people. We can fit more people. Juan is rallying a shitload of people to come in.
Get
Dude,
doors.
So the doors, so everybody's tight in like a fucking sausage.
Doors closed?
Doors
Squeezed.
closed. all of a sudden this asshole yells, "Everybody jump!" And all the fucking bros that are in there are jumping now.
And we start yelling.
Oh, 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 oh,
And
oh, oh,
the elevator goes. And I'm like, oh fuck! You set
No,
off
it goes
the
up a
fucking
little and
sensor.
it goes.
Well, yeah, because they set off the earthquake
So we're
shit.
stuck.
So we're stuck in this elevator, and like all these, and then people are
Fools
freaking
start
out.
panicking.
This one bitch is like, I can't breathe. What's going on? And
then
she's-
the fuck? And then this person,
I just look over at Juan. I'm like, I hate you so
and I'm
much right now,
smiling.
because Juan started this shit. He started the whole thing, like.
just to fuck with you.
Oh, no, I
yeah.
was with it until some dude threw his beer.
Yeah,
he
but that was
showered me
earlier.
with
That was before we
Wait, he
got
threw-
into the elevator.
No, that
No,
was
it
in the
after.
elevator.
It was in the elevator.
Oh, it was in the
The
elevator.
dude threw his beer
Like beer, like a little bit of beer on
Like
the
went like this, like he was wagging it around, and it hit me, and I was
at you.
yeah. And
Yeah.
after that, I was
Well,
like,
he was
fuck?
blowing out because he was chanting, but his
Yeah,
his
Well, I
beer
mean,
spills out.
that's
Nah, but then some
drunk-
fool's like, everyone, we can't breathe that much. Hold your air.
Open the fucking door! You hear another bro yell, "Open the fucking
they
door!"
wanted to bro out. Now they're freaking
Yeah, and
out.
I was
now they're
laughing,
trying to bang on the side. I'm like, there's a fucking camera right there. They know we're stuck.
I was laughing.
And I'm just so pissed off right now because I had this one dude. He was fucking completely sweating. I don't sweat a lot, so my clothes were not sweaty. And now all of a sudden, now I have this huge patch on my
Stain.
chest.
He's got
of
a bro
some other
stain,
dude,
fool.
all bro sweat. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
And you're not even close to your hotel.
No, and it's
Fuck
hot.
no.
It's not. The
no,
elevator's
we
not air
haven't even made
conditioned.
it to the
We haven't even left.
to the Harris Casino.
We haven't even left the fucking casino.
No, we barely got to the beach part.
We
This is
made it
the
to the
elevator to get up
elevator.
to the casino to walk out.
Get
We haven't
the
made it to the
fuck-
casino yet. We're
So we're
trying to
waiting-
make it to the casino.
I'd
So
be
we're waiting
so
at least
livid, dog.
maybe like 5 minutes, but it felt like 20 to me.
Brody over here was snapping.
I was pissed. I was fucking pissed at this
I
point.
was like, fuck it. I
I'm
was like, let's wait for the next one. Fool. Just already walk.
no, he broke both. We broke both elevators
Nah,
because
we
of the
didn't
fact
break both.
the elevators didn't function anymore.
That's not on us though. Fool.
One of us.
We tap one. Fool.
Yes, but if you set off one earthquake alarm, both of them go off and they both shut off.
You're acting like that was us completely. fool.
So basically, what ends up happening 5 minutes later, the doors open. We're on the same fucking floor. We didn't move anything.
We're not.
And we rush out and we were just like, oh fuck. And then Juan's like, let's wait for the other elevator. And then they're like, everyone's like, no elevators are working. And I'm just like, let's find a way upstairs. Let's take the stairs.
There's stairs. Fool. I was like, fuck,
Or
let's go up
escalator.
the stairs. Fool.
The
Nah,
stairs.
there's just
No, there's
stairs.
just
Why didn't you guys hit up the bowling alley, dog? There's a
Well,
bowling alley in that
at that
We're just
point-
trying to get back home.
yeah,
that
we're just
point-
trying to get back
we
home.
checked
I thought it was late as fuck, dog.
And it
It
was only like
felt-
10,
Dude, it felt like
Yeah.
it was 2 a.m, honestly.
but it was only like 11 or
11.
10.
It was
No,
not
it was like
even.
10.
It was
We
not
get
even
to
there.
our
It's because
hotel,
people were passing around funny cigarettes, fool, so like you lose track of time
I
and shit.
guess
fool.
I don't know. I was just fucking upset.
Jazz cigarettes?
I was on the hunt. For
So
the
we get
jazz
to the
cigarettes.
so we get to the front, and we realize, oh fuck, it's like a hill. Like it's not just something simple. And then we're
Uh-huh.
like, oh well,
Nah,
let's see
it's-
if we could get.
Walk halfway through the thing, fool. My kidneys killing me. I'm like, yo, I'm dehydrated, dog. I'm not gonna make it. Fool. I've been
Oh.
drinking too much.
I
dog.
got 5 on the-
I got 5 on the fucking taxi, dog.
Yeah, I started noticing that I was just like, fuck. I'm like, you know what? Let's go back to the water taxi, and then because well,
This fool just wanted to muscle through, but I was like, nah, dog, this is a hill, dog. We ain't
Yeah.
making it, fool. I ain't trying to make it halfway.
Archer's the dude that walks the whole strip. Like,
yeah.
He wouldn't have made it that day, though. Fool.
nah, because it's not a
No,
100.
I was pissed. I was.
He
pretty
walks the
pissed.
strip, but not at 120 though.
No,
No, it's not-
I wouldn't
yeah,
have made it because
yeah,
I
I
also
get what
had
you mean.
sandals. I wouldn't have made it because I had sandals too.
Oh,
I would have
Jesus
been
had
fucked.
sandals.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I knew none of us were gonna make
Yeah,
it. I was
yeah.
like, I'll step up and be the dude that it's his fault that we're not walking. I don't
would've
give a
made it.
fuck, dog.
if I was there, everything.
But then
Yeah,
we
man.
tried. Then we tried to find a taxi, and then all the taxis are like,
I've been
no,
drinking.
we
You
gotta go
stand in
to.
line. You
gotta stand in line.
Joe
So we
tried
go
to pay
to
the
the.
guy off. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's an extra tanner for your fucking trouble.
I straight was gonna kick that fool's taxi, dog.
So what ended up happening? We have to
You
go
don't
wait in
stop,
this
homie.
long
It
ass
stopped
line
being fun because we were just stuck in the heat waiting in line. And
for a taxi.
for
yeah,
a taxi.
and Juan's hype slowly disintegrated into like anger.
It became fury now, fool, because it's like
How long did you guys have to wait for a taxi?
20 minutes, dog.
20 minutes. It wasn't
but it
that
felt
But
like
it
an
felt like
hour.
what?
It felt like a fucking hour.
Jazz cigarettes and heat, fool, is crazy, fool.
And there was
Nah, it
two
felt like
fools
an hour.
In front of us, there was a group in front of us that was just rowdy, but I was just like, fuck.
No, the group in front of us
But-
appeared out of nowhere because there was one guy waiting in line. Then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, come here."
I told
Like-
this fool, I'm gonna go catch a seat right here, fool.
I just
Yeah,
told-
I was just
told, I
fucked,
told
dude.
like, I'll sit. Me and Joe were just waiting in
We
line.
were in line.
chilling.
It was cool.
Yeah.
That shit mad makes you want to fight someone.
The
dog.
heat, fool.
These
I
fools
just get
did.
angry.
I
Fool.
was chill, bro. Like,
Nah, he got to me. I was
And
just
then,
like,
and then they were only taking 4 people at a time, so I thought we were next, fool, because this group of 5 were leaving. They're like, nah, 4 at a time, fool.
oh yeah.
So now we have to wait for another taxi.
Because they got to split up.
yeah.
So they
And
went
that's
3
when I
and
was like,
2.
yo, let's just swing on these fools, dog. And this was like, nah, fool. Don't do it, fool.
Not in
So we
Arizona.
finally get into the taxi, and then it's chill.
It's like, oh, we're going to the Aquarius, fool. And then it's like, chill, fool. Instant AC, you feel good now,
Oh my
fool.
god, everything
driver,
just
though.
turned for me, dude. Everything.
Then
turned
we're all
for me.
laughing in because I'm chatting up the taxi driver like, oh, it's a good weekend for you, dog. You get mad paper, huh, dog? He's like, yeah, dog, I get mad paper. I was like, stack this bread up, dog. And he's like, you have to, fool. And then he's texting. I'm like, dude, you finna fuck some of these hoes out here for the weekend or what? He's like, it's my best weekend, dog. I was like, no way, dog. He's like, bro, you don't believe me, bro? And he just shows me his phone and showing me nudes, fool. I was like, what?
So
dog?
it's bro culture, dog.
And
Guys,
I
these
was-
nudies.
And I was like, bruh, dog, get it, dog. This was laughing though, fool.
Well, because
We're in the AC.
I can tolerate bro culture
When there's AC,
when there's
fool.
air conditioning, but in the fucking heat, I can't stand.
Then
it.
we get back, it's only like $8, fool. And we're like, this is steal, fool.
I'm like, we got
Swindled.
robbed for the fucking taxi. It was $4 each person.
For
the
the
water
water
taxis,
taxi.
like
Yeah.
$4 a piece.
and I'm like, fuck, that
Regular
one taxi
taxi?
was $8.
And that shit took you the whole way too.
Yep.
So if we wouldn't have paid for the water taxi and just regular taxi both times, fool, we would have
Yeah.
paid the same, fool. Minus the last trip.
The water taxi's not bad, though. Like, you just go in the river.
Oh, it's just chill, fool.
It's chill. It's just
It was
But
an experience.
not worth it.
But,
I mean, I was chatting people up while I was in the water taxi.
yeah, you just start chatting up with people.
Because
that are
there's
in
like those always that one couple that can't tolerate one. It's like this white couple that just kept looking like
daggers at this motherfucker.
yeah, daggers. And
I
I'm
was
like,
having too
fuck
much
these
fun,
people.
fool.
So what happened? You guys.
How dare you judge my
So you guys get back to the hotel, knock out.
Nah, dog, we're all
guys-
cool now. We're like, it's
Yeah.
only 11, fool.
Yeah.
Someone checked their phone. Like, wait, it's
Let's hit it. Well, because everyone's like, what's up? And I was like, let me catch a quick shower, fool. Because I was been sweating, fool.
Yeah.
So I was like, catch this quick shower, fool. And then I was like, let's go down and gamble then, fool.
So you guys go gambling?
You have to, so you could drink some more, fool. You feel me?
Yeah.
fool?
Yeah.
So we start gambling, fool. We be getting hot, fool. I go up $120, fool. I'm wilding out, fool. We winning, fool. Then these other fools are like, oh, because I go to play craps, so craps going around, then I go to blackjack table. I start killing there with this old lady.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what these fools were doing.
I was
I
playing
played
craps.
blackjack and then I was up like 60. And I'm like,
I
I'm
broke
gonna bet it-
even.
I'm gonna bet everything in one hand.
Well, Arthur was like,
I
I'm
got a
down.
12. Then I got a 22. So
Arthur was like, I'm down 20, dog. And I was like, dog, I just made $130. Here's 30 chips. fool.
Oh yeah, no, we gambled earlier than that, huh? Yeah.
And then this fool's
I
like, I'm
was
up
even-
10 now, dog. I was
Yeah.
like, we're all winning right now, dog.
Everyone was at that level now.
We're winning
Yeah.
now, fool.
I don't remember what we did after that.
we just went to sleep.
Yeah, and then after that, we went upstairs.
Because you guys got to wake up early the next day.
'Cause
Yeah.
we gotta wake up early, fool. And then we're like, but let's pound some more, though, fool.
Well, we were
We
drinking.
finished the 30 pack, fool. And they're like, let's just open up another 30 pack and put it in there, fool. And then we drink some of it, fool. We drink some of that, fool.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I drank a lot that day. I don't know, fool.
Yeah.
So it's been told.
So people were saying about me, fool. Then we wake up like at 6 or 7.
Well, because I remember I set the alarm and it said you have 4 hours. You know how it usually gives you like that message of when you set it? Because we set it for
Yeah, that's Android. They tell you like how much time you have left
we
over.
set it for
to the
7 or 6.
7, I think. Because they
So-
were like, we're gonna go at 7. And I get up, fool, and I'm like, I'm still buzzed right now, dog.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't wake up at 7, dog. You were like,
Oh yeah, you moved up mad later, G.
you were like, these fools aren't gonna be ready by then.
Yeah.
And you just kept sleeping, fool.
Which it was true. They weren't.
The best
I know
is
my people.
I got I woke up and I was fucking thirsty. I see a Gatorade on the nightstand. I'm like, dope, Gatorade.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care whose it is. I'm just gonna get a swig. I take a swig and it's Gatorade and fucking tequila.
That's what I drink, dog.
So you get.
I got.
So we're like, fuck it, let's ready up. Everyone get ready, fool. Put your life jackets on, fool. And we start putting stuff in the cooler. We get the stuff ready for the regatta, fool.
For the river.
For the river. And then we're like, fuck it.
start walking over there.
I start going down, and then we're waiting, and then these fools are like, "Let's eat or what?" fool?" And I was like, "Fuck it, dog. Let's go then." Fool.
Yeah.
So we go to the McDonald's. We eat a quick thing. Then it's like, "All right, now I'm cool for."
Mhm.
Because I needed to eat food. Plus, I was drinking Powerade down there, food. So we weren't buzzed anymore. Fool.
Plus, the last thing I want to do is like start a mad heavy day of drinking without no
And
food in your
die, fool.
stomach.
I mean, that was the plan, food, but
So you guys
So we get back to the line because that's what we're waiting for, and then
to get shuttled to
Felipe was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I need to go to the restroom," and then all of a sudden the line starts to move. So Caesar starts to get pissed because he's like, "Well, where the fuck's Felipe at?" And then he said, "You know what? Let's leave Felipe. He'll
Fuck.
catch the next bus."
we got there in time.
Yeah, but he got there in time, so everything was chill. But we finally get on. We're packing up everything. We get
Uh-huh.
on the bus. We're over there. We pull everything off, and all of a sudden, who was it?
I start clowning the lady that organized the whole event,
Jenny.
because she starts calling one of the homies Ephraim Caesar's son,
yeah.
and I just start calling her mom. Like that's my mom.
That's my mom.
And the
I'll
whole
treat women with respect because how she
no,
raised her,
and then
what
when
you
we're
say?
on the bus, we're driving down there, and I just kept waving at her like a kid.
Yeah.
Mom, and then she's like,
Your
"Stop."
neglect is what has
No,
me
she's
treated.
like, she just says stop it or something. And then I would just start going, "This is why I have a toxic relationship with women, Mom, because you neglect me." Everyone starts laughing, dog. And I'm like, "It's gonna be a good day now."
You gotta start off with laughs, dog.
You have to, bro.
Clowning her for her age, clowning her in front of the bus.
So then we get to the fucking launching site. Then they're trying to fucking.
You have
the
to, like-
girls all stand.
Well,
they
don't you have
wanted-
to blow up the?
They're trying to separate labor right now
Yeah.
for like, "Hey, you fools do this," and they're like, "Oh, all the guys should go take
Inflate
the
the
floats
rafts.
to inflate the rafts, and we'll go take the coolers all the way over there." And we're like, "Dog, why the fuck are you gonna make us walk that much further? Just take the coolers to right here."
Yeah,
so there's people.
we'll drop
Uh-huh.
off from that point.
And they're like, "Fine, I guess, whatever." So we go for. That's just heavy though for that
That
box.
fucking raft was heavy as fuck, dog.
In the box, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Once it's blown up, it's light.
Yeah.
Just compact,
Cause
dog.
yeah, you separate all the fucking
Plastic.
weight from.
How much do you think the box weighs?
Mhm.
180 pounds, dude. That's just
Yeah,
Then
that
you
shit
have
was
to-
heavy as fuck.
And
Like,
you have to carry it for a minute.
Well, we were it was
good 3
I
pounds.
was carrying it with Juan, then I carried it with Joe.
but see, the best trick for
Everyone but Felipe.
the best trick, the
Dude, don't
best
even
trick
get
for the
started on
boxes
that
is
shit.
you have to be the same height.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem is if you're not the same height, it
To
becomes
carry
harder.
everything together.
Exactly.
Yeah, anything together because if not, you're always like this or
At
like
an
this. So
angle.
there's always one person
it's
that's
trying to
grabbing.
find the balance of it.
So that means one person's gonna be getting more weight or like.
We were walking slower, and then all of a sudden Caesar was like, "Dude, we have a spot over here. Let's go over here." And then he just fucking grabbed our box
Motherfuckers mad and just
and
leaves.
he starts fucking walking. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?" So I start walking behind him, and I could tell he's fucking struggling, like maybe 100 feet to where we need to take the box. So
I was just like, yo,
take
I
that
ain't
shit.
crazy though.
So I take that shit off of his shoulder, and I start carrying it.
There's
the
little
100
R for this was the man.
feet. The hormiga, dog.
Turns around. Felipe's with the ladies holding
Dude,
the cooler down.
we're not even there, dog. So we finally get to where we're supposed to drop off the box and inflate the thing.
We inflated from.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
How
I
long
start
does that
noticing.
take, like
I
an
start
hour?
noticing. I'm like, I asked Ephraim. I'm like, "Hey, where's Felipe? I haven't seen him since we got here."
Uh-huh.
And I
He's
was like,
pissing, dog.
"No." He goes, "No, that fool's waiting by the coolers."
He would.
And I'm like, "What do you mean waiting by the coolers?"
Just wouldn't understand. Bro.
I was like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? How come you're waiting by the coolers? We still got like these fucking rafts to inflate."
There's like 3 rafts we gotta walk over. For.
Another 3 rafts?
Yeah, well, because it's a group, so technically people are like looking at you. They don't want you just to do your own. So we're like, "Fuck,
Oh.
dude!" So we're standing in the sun, and I'm
Man,
putting.
that's a big bag of fuck that, bro.
Yeah, so we're fucking.
you can't without that shit. You do.
Exactly.
The
there's-
fun doesn't start from.
So we had two.
What the fuck
big-
do you need other people's rafts? What
So
do you
there's
got?
2 big rafts, and then Joe and Adrian are gonna walk that one over with these other 2 fools.
Because it's not our raft. Our raft we're filling up. The other guys fill their rafts
These
up
fools
first.
start walking foot,
Uh-huh.
not even getting to where the fucking asphalt and that shit pops on them. Foot.
Yeah, like 50 feet. 50 feet from where they had just inflated it. They walked, and out of nowhere, boom, you see the thing start disinflating. Like,
Which one? The one you guys are carrying?
yeah, the one Adrian and Joe are helping with.
It wasn't our raft, but it was someone else's.
It was somebody else's in the groups.
That shit
But they got-
disinflates, dog.
God answered my prayers.
Low key, dog. If everyone wanted me to inflate this shit, I'd
they,
stab it.
No, well, they didn't inflate. They were just helping carry the
I'd
shit
stab
back.
But you don't inflate it. Some other some yokel that lives there inflates it for you using. It's fast. The inflation's
Yeah,
fast.
no, the inflation.
No, no, no.
The hardest part
If
is
they want me to fucking carry the shit, first
hardest
thing
part-
I'm doing
no,
is
the
taking
hardest
a
part
knife
is
and
carrying-
stabbing it through, and
the hardest part is
it's
carrying.
useless now, G.
You ruined the day.
The hardest part is carrying the box over there.
Well,
Once,
yeah, that's their
once
day,
you carry
homie.
the box over there, everything
raft
from that
is
point
light.
is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just carrying a big ass balloon.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we walk it over, and then we get there. And then my mom's like, yo, where the fuck is Philip? Why isn't he helping? I was like, no way he's not helping, Mom. No one can believe that. That man would never.
And she got pissed. She's like,
And
you
then
know
she's
what?
like,
I'm gonna go get him.
I'm going to go yell at him. And I was like, yell at him, Mom. And she's like, all right.
And here comes Felipe with a fucking cold beer. Just with his fucking shades on. He's just
Tank
like,
top, you know.
hey, where are you guys at? And I'm like, what?
This fool is
They're
like-
over there, dog.
Nah, that fool. Like, this shit happens every year. That's why I just sit back and
Yeah.
relax and chill, dog. I was like, fuck this fool, dog.
You know, you just gotta fall back and just
Yeah.
let things fall into place. dog.
And he told me straight up, he's like, oh, Scissor, get over it. I'm like, what?
So then we move our shit off the asphalt and move it onto dirt because we're like, yo, how the asphalt's
just
not
gonna
good
pop.
for plastic or rubber.
Yeah.
How
Should've
long is all
melted.
this taking?
So we're
though?
moving.
'Cause
It seems like a long time, but it's not that long.
No, it's not that long. It's probably like a good 10 minutes, but it felt like 30 minutes of
But then we're waiting there. Then everyone's getting the shit together, and then we're just like, fuck it, let's launch. Fuck it then. I was like, last time I helped push until we launched. I was like, I'm just gonna hop on this bitch right away.
Uh-huh.
Hopped on right away. For them, these fools are pushing out.
Yeah.
Then we
Well, before we push out, Felipe is like, yo, dude, you should take off your shirt. Because he's like, you should take off your shirt because it's going to get hot on the raft. And then you're going to be sweating. And then you don't want to take off. You don't know how to swim. So you don't want to take off your vest. And then, off the chance you fall over. And
Fuck no.
I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
Your logic is sounding mighty sound right now.
Yeah. So I pop off my shirt and I put my vest on. And then we start pushing the thing out. And then...
this was having trouble hopping on the raft.
yeah.
You should have been on the raft already.
Yeah.
Especially since you can't swim.
That's what Caesar said. How's the foot doesn't know how to swim and his short fucking.
I stayed on the latest. I stayed on the last one.
yeah, bro. But then,
Fucking trooper, dog.
so this fool finally gets on. Then we're floating chill, fool.
Uh-huh.
Then these fools are like, hey, someone start passing beers or like turn the radio on and shit, fool. So then fools start getting off to do that, fool. And I think this fool gets off again. fool.
No, he don't
No.
get
I
off.
went to go reach for a beer and I fell.
Oh, he fell over.
You
fool.
fell off the raft?
Yeah, because the lid was falling on me, so I tried to grab the lid, but then I couldn't keep my
And he
balance.
fell in, and I was like, oh,
So I
there goes
fell
Arthur.
in.
fool.
And then it was like, and we were already leaving the rock, so my feet weren't even touching the ground anymore. And I'm like, holy shit! Like, 'cause I wasn't
like-
comfortable yet
And I
with
was
the water.
like, fuck, dog. Now I gotta jump in. Fool.
So Juan jumps in.
I just had to jump. I could jump in, get this fool back on the raft, and I'm like, you know what? I'm already off the raft, dog. We're done. This is where we're staying for the rest
My
of the
favorite
trip.
thing is
fool.
when you jumped in, instead of putting on, like, having your life jacket on, you go and take off your life jacket before you jump in.
You have to be safe. Fool. The life jacket holds me back. Fool. I need some danger in my life, fool, or else I can't perform. Fool.
That's the only way I could feel alive, dog.
So I jump in, fool, we get our bag, fool, and then I'm like, fuck it, we're pushing it from here. Fool. And then we start pounding hard. Fool.
Okay.
The music's going now, fool. We're vibing.
drinking
fool.
the jungle juice. And all
Then
that
these
shit.
fools start cracking the jungle juice open.
Yeah.
Fam. Dude. Then all I start hearing is like, hey, fool, your homie's taking a beer bong of jungle juice, fool. I was like, who, Joe? Fool? And they're like, yeah, fool, is that fool, can that fool drink, fool? And I was like, we're going to see, aren't we? Fool? They're like, who's going to carry him, though, fool? Dog, I was like, Dave, you can carry your wife, fool. We can carry that, fool. He just looks at me like, what? I was like, hey, jump in, dog. What's up?
Almost street shark
I
over
told
here.
them, fool, this is my natural element, dog.
I
I
would
taught
laugh,
Michael Phelps
though,
how to
'cause-
swim, dog.
You'd naturally just fucking shut down. As soon as you open your mouth to him or say anything to him, he'll just shut down. No comeback, no nothing.
You
Oh.
have to, fool.
Oh, Felipe.
No, well, I was telling this to the other food, too.
Oh, the other
fool.
one.
All the foods, they just...
Yeah.
Low key, those fools, at least the minute you start like actually talking shit, they shut down.
So then we were kicking it in the thing, and then Adrian's like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna go in the water." And then I kind of like, "Well, you think it's?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I got your back, dog. Don't trip."
I did a flip.
Yeah, he's like, "Watch this shit," and he flips backwards. Then I'm like, "Fuck it, dog." So I jump in. And at first, I'm like, "Holy shit, I can't do this!" And then like 2 seconds later, it's cool because the vest does like everything.
You're just
It does
floating.
completely
It floats
everything.
for you. You just have to doggy paddle from that point
Yeah.
on.
So I was
and blow
chill.
the whistle. Fool.
Yeah.
Boys didn't have one. That was
I didn't
only
have a
Joe and
whistle.
Adrian.
Me and Joe's at
Whistle squad, yo.
All right.
So I stood in the water for the rest of the trip.
We did. I would.
I
get
think
off.
we only did like five minutes
And then they're-
inside the raft.
And they're fucking the other fools is rap pop.
Well, they had put it on with us, and then we got to a point where we're like,
Why are we carrying this dead weight?
let's fucking undo this raft, fool. Fuck this raft, fool. So we do that shit middle of the thing. I start untying shit, fool, because I'm in the water, fool. I'm street sharking, fool. We're untying it, fool. And then Adrian's like, watch me get on the dead raft. This fool hops on it. Now he just stands up and he's, I'm riding it, dog. I'm riding it, dog.
Surfing it.
And you see Arthur say, ride the semi, dog.
Right. This.
And then they're like, hey, get off, dog. So these fools get off, and then we just see that shit float away. It just starts taking off speed.
Yeah.
But now we're more agile because there's less rafts, because the dead raft's gone.
Mhm.
The best is that we fucking kept snaking beers.
From other people's raps?
I did. So I was in the water for a reason. So they can't catch me in there. Because there's 2 coolers, right? There's our cooler, and then the other half of the group has a cooler. I keep going to that cooler and just taking beers. Fool. That's what I'm doing. Fool. Taking beers, and then I'll ask them
to hand me shit.
and then I'll ask, hey, pass me a beer though. Fool. And then they pass me a beer. Fool. And I'll be like, waterfall me some. Fool. And then they waterfall me some. Fool. It's just because you have to. Fool.
Party element.
You have to. Then you're just pushing the raft. Fool.
And with the live vest, you could carry a beer with you because, like I said, the fucking vest does all the work.
Yeah,
I couldn't because I didn't have a life vest.
Yeah, that's why he had to get.
That's why there was points where I'd be drinking. I'd be like, well, my beer's still not gone. And I realized I'm drinking river water out of a beer can, dog. And I'm like, fuck, dog. At least I'm hydrating. Fool.
We were trading beer for titty flashes.
You're
Man,
throwing beer.
You have to. Fool.
So bitches was flashing you for beers?
Yeah,
and
fool.
beads.
There was
Hot
just,
chicks or old chicks?
no,
White chicks.
It was
A
young
mix.
white chicks, fool. Middle-aged white chicks, fool.
That's all right.
Old white chicks. Fool.
And Agent was just launch pads for?
This bitch just kept swimming around telling bitches that he has an average sized cock. Fool.
Yeah, that was his move.
Don't be afraid, girl.
Mexican Mandingo.
I'm the Mexican Mandingo, but I have an average size cock, so you guys don't be afraid. I'm
Let him know, dog. Don't be afraid, dog. You know, this is me. I'm a normal.
a normal dude.
The only shit is that you start cramping up in the water because you're dehydrated, fool. So you gotta occasionally pound actual water, fool. Or else you just start cramping up hard, fool. You just hear
At what point is Agent launching full waters?
Then you start hearing Hitch and go, my leg,
Yeah.
my leg.
Both my legs.
I can't move my. Well, first it was just one.
This was like 20 minutes down the
My
line.
leg, I can't move my leg.
Out of nowhere, he's just like, fuck. He had a vest on, so it was chill, so he just laid back, but
Was the
still.
homeboy from fucking Forrest Gump without the legs?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
And then this fool's like, oh, we're good. Oh, shit, my other leg.
My other leg went up too, dog.
He kept cramming up like a
This
motherfucker.
was hype, dog. I was
But the
like,
funny thing is that he's like, give me another beer. Give me some water.
and then I was like, get on the goddamn raft, dog. That's why you're
Yeah.
cramping, fool. And that fool's like, nah, what am I, a bitch? Give me another beer,
I
bro.
took a beer bong to the dome.
Then he
Figured
just
I
takes a beer bong of jungle juice. I'm like, this fool's
Yeah.
wild, dog. This fool's out here just partying.
Hey, I'm just an average sized dude, though.
I just got an average sized cock. This is what he kept saying, man.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Nah, so then it gets to the point where we're like, hey, fool, we got a dock soon, fool, so we can eat some grub, fool.
Uh-huh.
And then we start pulling in the dock, fool. But we had to start walking through this crazy current of rocks, fool. And I start cramping up hard, fool. So I start walking slow, fool, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm cramping, fool.
Yeah.
And then we get into some mud, fool. The shit,
And like quicksand.
that shit, you step in the mud and your shit goes mad
You could
deep,
go all the
dog.
way to your knee, dog, in this fucking mud.
And I was like, fuck this. Let's get out of this as soon as we can. So we dock on the beach, fool.
Uh-huh.
And then we're partying on the beach, fool. And then this people's cooler just falls on Art's back, fool, dog. And then we're like, dig, they're after the homie.
Who's
fool.
cooler? Just some
Some
strangers?
fucking randos cooler, fool, on the beach. Because when you're in the beach, fool, like you step off the raft and the water's like waist high, fool, like body high, fool.
Uh-huh.
But the rafts are further up, so shit falls, fool.
Uh-huh.
If you're fucking stupid and that shit falls on our nose, like, and we're like, dude, they're trying to get the homie, fool. So no, without reacting, fool, me and Adrian just go in, fool. Bop, fool. Bop, fool.
At this point, one of my eyes was fucked up. The sunscreen was in there. dog.
This fool kept going, I'm blind,
I
dog.
can't see.
So you fool started bombing on some fool who dropped
You
his
have
cool-
to,
who
fool. We
dropped
don't
his
know
cool-
if it was on purpose or an accident, fool. We couldn't ask questions, fool. They struck first, fool.
They
So
drew first blood?
So we started going, fool. Then the beach PD, the fools that are there, fool, because it's like,
Wait. But like, what's the reaction? So a refrigerator hits Art.
the coolers are heavy, dog. That's
Okay.
just disrespectful,
But then what happened to
fool.
Art?
That fool started swinging after two, he got up. Fool.
Did you?
The fool's about to lie, fool.
Did you? Or were you just kind of stunned?
I was drinking, dog. What can I say?
So you start swinging at randos?
We're
Didn't you
savages,
start ringing
fool.
it?
You
swinging
have
at
to,
randos?
fool.
The heat gets to you, dog. You don't understand.
Was Joe swinging too?
I think so, yeah, from what I saw. Fool. I mean, I'm not out here
I just
stopping.
kept yelling, I didn't spill my beer.
I'm not out here stopping and taking inventory of who's throwing swings right now. Fool.
Blind over
There's
here.
shit happening.
But how many
fool.
of them were there?
I was blind from one.
I got me at least a good 3 of them. Fool, you feel me? Click, clack, pow, dog.
So you fools womp some fools and the cops show up?
Then yeah, because there's always like the cops that are patrolling because people get rowdy.
Cruisers.
Fool.
Yeah.
Like last time there was a fight there too. Fool.
Uh,
So they're always there for. Then they try to get us. Fool. So we run the scheme that I've been saying for. If anyone ever pulls us over, we all scatter out the bitch. For.
uh-huh.
So we scatter. For some cop tries to get me. For. And I just did. For. And I just jump in the river from out. For. They never see me go this fast, dog. I mean, I can't run fast on land. For. So I was like, it's the water or nothing. For. So we start go. Well, I start going. For. Then I catch a ride on a raft. For. And then our group also starts leaving because they're like, no one wants to catch heat. For. We gotta get out. For. But eventually we catch up to them. For.
Wait.
Then that shit
You
starts.
catch up to who?
The raft, the other group, the group that we're with.
Uh-huh.
Because what I didn't know is while we were at the beach, for our raft got popped. For. That shit got popped. For. So we, for the rest of it, we had to be in the river. For. While we were docked. For.
Uh-huh.
So we caught up to them, and that's when we're like, dude, what happened to our raft? When they're like, they popped it. For. So the agreement was that all the dudes were gonna be
Outside of the raft.
outside of the raft, like from
The
our
funny-
raft.
Yeah, the funny thing is that Felipe is the one who came up with the idea.
He's like, oh, all the dudes from our raft will just
Stay outside.
stay off the rafts right
And let-
along
let
and let
the
the girls go on the rafts.
That fool uses sexism for his advantage, dog. He's always like, let's split up the work, but never really follows his own rules.
And then later we see that we're like, dick, because I start going.
It wasn't even fucking 2 minutes from when we had launched.
Yeah, he got on his raft. He's like, fuck.
He got on the
I
raft.
don't understand how you guys. What happened to the cops? The cops just stayed behind.
They're like,
Well, they had to get the other group too, dog.
It's not like it's worth it. What are they gonna? No one's gonna press charges.
What? They're not gonna. They didn't like follow you guys or nothing.
No, because they still got the other group there to deal with. You got to sort shit out. Fuck.
So they gotta, plus there's only like, what, 2 of them.
Yeah, it's only a cop car.
So once you fools jumped in the river, they just kind of went for the other.
Well, were they gonna swim after us? Fuck?
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that. They're just gonna stay with the niggas that stayed behind. That's why you shouldn't lose. Fuck. Because when you lose, you're on the ground. Fuck. You're already
So
ready
now
to
you
get
guys are on the
cuffed.
river. Your things pop. This fool's like, hey, dude, stay off of it.
We all agreed.
Chicks are on the raft. Everyone agrees.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
2 minutes into that, all of a sudden Felipe is on the raft.
with Ani. Fuck.
Yep.
And we're
So
like,
he's on the raft while you guys are just pushing it.
We're not pushing. We're
We're
just
not
hanging
put-
on.
We're
hanging
just
on.
hanging on to
But we
it.
don't get to chill out like that, fool, because you gotta be constant on alert. Fool. Plus, we don't know if the PD's after us fool, in this river.
Did they see
fool.
the fight?
Who?
The people on that raft?
The other people? Some of them did, but that's why they got in the river as fast as they could,
Uh-huh.
because they didn't want to get asked questions. They just wanted to roll out. Fool. Plus, they had like 15-year-old girls with them too, so They also wanted to avoid the commotion in general. So.
Okay. But the people in your party, like Felipe and them, did they see the fight?
From what I remember, they might have. I'm not 100% sure because we're a little bit drunk.
We were taking off with the heads.
All right, so you guys catch up to him. He's on the float. Do you guys tell him anything?
Nah, we're just.
No
Nah,
one
but
called him
Ephraim-
out?
No, Ephraim was.
Oh, you're talking about him? Fool?
Yeah, did
I was just
anyone-
like, we made it out, dog. That's all. We take a quick
Ephraim-
head
Did
count.
anyone call that fool out for being on the raft?
Ephraim nodded at me and said, "Hey, look, who's up there?" And I look up, and it's Felipe.
Oh, because he starts telling me where's Philip at, fool? And I
Yeah.
was like, Philip, that fool's on the raft over there. He's like, no way. Yeah, he starts yelling, Felipe,
Felipe.
you're a
we get-
bitch.
But then Felipe thought he meant like you're not drinking anymore, and then this fool would bring out his beer like, "No, I'm drinking still," and he's like, "That's not why I'm calling you a bitch."
He doesn't understand why he's getting called a bitch.
And then Caesar comes over, fool, and then I'm stuck in the middle of Ephraim and Caesar.
And both these fools are shitting on him.
And then these fools just start going into this fool like, dig, wasn't Felipe the one that said guys in the water, girls
Yeah.
on the rafts, fool? And then they're like, nah, fuck that. He didn't say that. He said, pussies on the raft, dicks in the water. For this fool's calling himself a pussy. Philip's a pussy. You're
Bro
a
code?
pussy. You're
Bro
a
culture?
pussy, dog. And this fool's just like, fuck, shutting down, fun. I'm just laughing, fool, because I'm like, dude, you're a pussy.
Bro culture, fool.
Oh man.
So what happened in the exit that everything got so fucked?
So as we're rolling, we're still partying, fool, because you have to party, fool. You still hear Adrian going, I can't see, my legs don't work. And fool's
the
like,
shit that he's been saying since the beginning.
this fool's pissed, and well, he's not pissed, but he's just like,
My
I
body.
can't believe my body's failing me, fool. This shit's pissing me off.
Plus he tried to take a shit in the river. fool.
I was.
This
dog.
fool's like, yo, I'm trying to take a shit in the river. I start laughing. I'm like, that's hilarious. Fool. Then from that point, I started trying to take a
Sounds
shit in the
like- You
river.
just see a little fucking turd rolling. That should be hilarious, bro.
That shit will be hilarious. So I tried to poop, but I just kept farting.
We start getting close. We start getting closer to the fucking
Oh, the nasty
the
shit?
checkpoint because I started to ask, "Oh, which one?"
The nasty shit is sometimes you'd fart and the smell would come out of the water. I'm like, how's this happening? Fool? Nah, fool, but then it's high, fool, because once we start getting towards the end, we start giving Adrian water, fool, but instead of drinking it, this fool's like, fuck if we start chucking water,
I
dog.
gotta test out my arm, bro.
And this fool's like, watch me fling this shit 60 yards, fool, all arm, fool.
And he's dinging people
And
with
this
it.
fool throws it, fool, and I'm on the corner of the raft and I look, you just see a fucking drop on a bitch's head, fool, and she just goes,
A full bottle of water?
full bottle of water.
Wasn't even open.
Crack, dog, and I start dying. And then she's just looking around like, who threw that? And the guy's all mad, and I'm just laughing. dog.
Uncle Rico, yo.
And then we start getting closer to the end, and there's like a ridge, and then this fool just starts yelling, watch me throw it over this mountain, dog. And this fool just lets it rip. Fool. That shit goes up high, but it has no distance. And it just lands on another group next to us, fool. Crack, some other fool gets hit, fool.
In the back, fool.
You just hear someone go, what the fuck?
But they saw the arm strength.
I just start dying,
The
dog.
scouts were seeing it.
And then out of nowhere, Arthur has a water balloon, or someone has a water balloon, right?
Yeah, a water balloon floated to me.
And then I just, because this was, I was like, where the fuck did you get a water balloon? He's like, I don't know, it floated me, dog. I was like, chuck it at someone, dog. And the fool's like, I don't got my legs under me, fool. Adrian's like, I got you, bro. I got a cannon. And this fool throws it, that shit goes mad crooked as fuck. It didn't hit anybody, bro. I was like, it would have been funny if it
Why'd you
did.
throw that Felipe, dog?
This shit was, well, this fool kept saying, let's flip that fool.
No, me and Adrian were like, it'd be hilarious right now if Ani wasn't on his raft,
flipped it.
we would have fucking just pulled the air because we were on the fucking bottom
Yeah.
and where the air was at, the air valve, we easily could have just pulled the fucking air valve.
Loki, take that out. Fuck her too. Fool. Pop
Nah,
that shit.
you can't do that.
I like that he was pimping her out for beads, though.
Oh, look, she'll show her tits for beads.
Well, because Philip will be like, I want those beads. And they're like, you got to show me something. Just go, Ani, do it, Ani.
And she do it.
And then she do it. And then they fill up the beads from that fool. Just put them on like, yeah, dog. And I
The
was like,
beads
this,
are for the chicks, no?
this fool's
That
high.
shit had me
But that
dying,
way he could make
Other
the
bitches.
girls flash. fool.
Yeah.
So he'd have beads.
So there's a wealth of beads going around. Fool. This is how the economy works. Fool.
It's a bead-based economy. Wait, how'd you guys miss off the
And then we
jump
start
off
getting
point?
close to the thing. And then, because I was like, because once you pass over this giant white thing, I'm like, oh, we're pretty much here. We're getting close to it. And I told Caesar, hey, we're getting close. And he's like, yeah. And then Caesar's like, oh, look, our exit's right there. And that fool starts telling them, we got to paddle that way, fool.
But
why not just jump off?
Literally
start swimming towards
exactly.
But because the shit's right there, fool.
Yeah.
What, like refs? All that shit you could buy again, B.
No, not our IDs.
The shit, because there's a waterproof box that has our IDs and like
key card
stuff like that. Because you need that stuff because they card you when you're on the rafts. They have to make sure if you're on the raft and you're drinking that you're of age.
Yeah,
because they check your wristbands and shit. So you have to take that shit. So we can't leave that shit.
Yeah.
So that fool starts telling the group like go that way, but these fools are all
Caesar,
drunk as fuck.
Yeah,
the people on the rafts are drunk as fuck.
No, what ended up happening was that literally like 5 minutes before we're getting to the checkpoint, which I had asked Caesar, I'm like, are we getting close? He's like, yeah, we're like 5 minutes away. Everybody that was on the rafts jumps into the middle of the water. And they're drinking inside the middle of the water. So nobody's on top to use the freaking paddles to pull us to the side. So everybody's in the middle. They're drinking, and I start asking. I'm like, so how the fuck are we gonna do this? Because I'm like, I see it like the checkpoint is like maybe 200 yards away from us at this point, and we're going on a river. So I'm like, hey, should we start like pulling? And I asked Caesar, I'm like, Caesar, so what do we do here? And he's like, just keep trying to pull to the side.
But
nobody's doing shit.
Well,
everybody.
If you're in the water, you can't because the current's fast at this point. So you can't because of. There's so many things tied together that it's just not one thing that you're pulling.
Exactly.
So it's too hard. You have to have people paddling on top with actual paddles.
So then we're like a mile down from where we're supposed to have stopped. And these fools still partying. Nobody's saying like, let's pull to the side or hey, come on.
The little girls on the fucking raft are freaking out trying to paddle the fucking boat.
Yeah, so I'm like,
and I was like, yo, why isn't anyone paddling? They're like, they're all drunk. And I was like, oh, okay. So I wasn't trying to freak out the little girls. I was just like, fuck it, we'll see what happens.
I told Adrian, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not going to keep going down on this because we have to walk all the way fucking back.
Yeah.
Because we got no way of getting back to the buses. The further we keep going, the fucking longer the walk is. And Adrian's like, you're right. So it was like, so I started going, but like, I can't swim. So, of course, it took, by the time I got to the edge, it was what, like 2.5 miles?
4 miles.
It was 4 miles?
That's 4 miles on the river, 1.5 miles walking back through the neighborhoods.
Okay. So it was like,
because the river goes like that and shit.
So basically,
it took you 4 miles to swim to the edge.
Fuck, dude. I was like, oh my God. Trying to get to the thing. And then I guess Felipe saw that me and Adrian were bailing on the fucking raft. So Felipe is like, oh, well, Ani, let's bail.
Yeah.
Scott Bale.
Yep. So they jump off. So now they come with us, and now we're trying to figure out what to do because it looks like just a bunch of jagged rocks all the way walk back. You can't really swim up the river or anything because the current's coming back.
No, it's just a motherfucker, though.
Yeah. So we're at this little like this mouth of there's a little vein of the water that goes out into private property. And me and Adrian were like, well, Adrian was the first one to say we should probably just take it all the way down and try to catch one of these docking areas. And then that's when Felipe and his girlfriend, Ani, came with us. And Felipe doesn't know how to swim either. So me and Felipe don't know how to swim. The only people that know how to swim is Adrian and Ani.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck. So what do we do? How are we going to get up the thing? Because all we need to do is get close to the thing. So we try walking, and all of a sudden I get across to the other side, and me and Felipe are on the other side, but then Ani isn't there, and she can't swim. She's like, I'm tired, I can't do it anymore. So then I go because Felipe is just standing there. So I'm like, well, fuck, let me see if I could go get her. And I still have my feet on the floor, so I'm still trying to reach over to give her a hand. But then at the last second, when I'm about to reach for her, I lose my feet. And I pull her like this. So I push her towards the thing. But then now I'm going back. And I'm trying to swim back. And then I'm like, hey, honey, can you help? She's like, get away from me. Like, she felt like so I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, now I'm the asshole who's going to be going all the way down the thing. But then luckily, I was able to swim back to the fucking little area where we were docked. So I'm like, fuck, so what do we do? And then Adrian's like, fuck, dog, y'all couldn't last if you were my platoon.
I was like, y'all fools wouldn't make it in Nam, dog. I was waiting. I was like, these fools start weaklings.
Where were you at?
I was just waiting for this.
Yeah, the sweat swam over there already, apparently.
I was already like,
No,
waiting.
he was waiting for us to float down the thing, but since I went to go fucking try to help her out, I got stuck
Yeah.
being behind, so now he has to wait. So now we all gather into the middle, and everyone's pissed off at this point. Well, I'm pissed off because I'm like, fuck, how the fuck are we gonna do this? Because we swam towards a dock, but it's a privately owned dock. So we got on it, and it's like, no, this is somebody's backyard. Like, we can't just walk up the backyard and go up there and knock and say, hey, can we go through your house? So
fuck it, why not?
So we said, well, fuck it, let's keep floating. So we kept floating all the way down, and we finally find this like little thing where a bunch of people were hanging out, like this, like a little party or some shit.
It's like a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, a little cul-de-sac party. So we head down there, and we're trying to walk up, and all of a sudden, the people from that little cul-de-sac, the I guess the people who work there are just like, no, you guys got to turn back. You guys got to keep going. This is private property. We'll have you arrested. And of course, Felipe's like, arrest me. Like, starts getting fucking in their face and shit. And then Ani's like, I'm going to die. I can't swim anymore. And I'm just, Ani and Felipe are arguing with these two people that are just like, no, you can't walk through here. It's private property. It's private property. I just told it. And then the lady goes, oh, you got to keep going. There's another spot where you can go up. And I'm like, oh, Adrian, let's just fucking go look for that other spot because this is bullshit. I'm not going to be standing here like an asshole trying to fight my way through. So me and Adrian, we go down and we're drifting on the water. And then all of a sudden we see that Felipe and Ani finally get to go walk out. And we're like, fuck, like there is no other spot because we saw it and we're like, there's no other spot. She was full of shit. She was just wanted us off the fucking thing. So we're like, fuck, dude, we gotta fucking hustle back and try to get up there as soon as possible. So we fucking paddle all the way back. We get up to the thing, and then they're like, I guess Felipe had argued enough to where they're like, okay, we're gonna open the gate. So you guys get... And it's some bullshit, too, because, like, it wasn't even that much of a hassle. They were just being dicks. Yeah. I think they thought we were trying to crash their party by floating into their area. So they're like, oh, why are you trying to crash? Like, because even one of the dudes asked us, hey, where are your guys' wristbands for the little party, whatever? And we're like, fuck you, dude. Like, like, I was already not having it. So we get out into the street, and it's like this fucking... What was it, like a cul-de-sac or a fucking...
It's literally just a fucking neighborhood?
Like a suburb. Like, it was...
And now you have to fucking walk.
Now we're walking, and fucking... I had these cheap-ass Walmart $7 water socks. Fucking... And I was just... I'm like, fuck, dude. I had my vest on. We had no way of communicating with anybody.
You have no phone.
No phone, no
maps,
ID.
Nothing.
We're just going to walk and see if we get lucky and find something.
How long did you guys walk for?
4 blocks.
Good. Yeah, but like I said, in the heat, shit feels... Because it was like...
It was 4 small blocks. It was not like those big-ass ones. But
but it was like
100.
What time was it? Like 2:30?
Yeah, but for how long?
So
an hour?
heat?
20 minutes?
Like 15.
You can't gauge it, bro.
You can't gauge it.
Because you're not used
You
to
don't
the heat.
have anything to gauge it by.
We don't have
it's
any
just
phones.
fucking like some dry ass heat that like it's horrible heat.
All right. And where were you guys at?
It's literally like 110. Oh well, we'll get to there. Well, where were
But you keep going till you get to the casino or the hotel.
So we keep walking, and I'm starting to feel blisters on my feet because the cheap ass
Those shoes are not made.
They're not meant for walking. And when you're in the water, a lot of that dirt and pebbles they go into your shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm walking on these pebbles for a good fucking thing. So we get to a checkpoint where I'm like, oh, is this the bus area? And they're like, no, this is a shuttle to get to the bus if you drift it off.
It's
and
still
like,
a 20-minute walk that way.
Yeah. And I'm like,
why don't you just wait for the shuttle?
It was like,
well, that's what we were. Ani was like, I'm not walking anymore. So we're like, fuck it, I guess we'll wait in line. And Adrian's like, well, let me see how long the walk is to where the buses are at. So he goes off to check, and I'm there, and I'm like, you know what? Let me take off my thing so I could take out the pebbles at least.
Hell no.
So I took off both of them, and I'm taking out all these pebbles. But like when I took it off, even like the sole of the shoe came out. They're cheap ass shoes.
Yeah.
So I end up fucking taking out all the pebbles. I put the sole back in, and then I'm trying to put the shoe, and my foot doesn't fit anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's because it was like trying to put on, like after you take a shower, like trying to put on a sock. That's exactly how it felt. And I'm like, well, fuck this. Like, what do I do now? Like,
You're fucked.
yeah. And I'm like, I guess.
It melted.
So what I ended up doing is I took off the beads from the back because they had this little tie bead. I took that off and I made them like slippers. So I'm walking in like these fucking uncomfortable ass slippers. And well, we're waiting for the shuttle, and then Adrian comes back and says, "You know what? It looks like it's maybe a mile to the fucking buses." And Felipe, he had some old running shoes that he had, so he was cool. He was like, "Fuck it, let's just do it." And I'm like, "Fuck, I have these cheap ass shoes, but fuck it."
Loki, just wait. I mean, what the fuck?
Nah, but I was like, "Fuck it." I wanted to get out of the heat.
You don't make it an arm, fool.
Nah, I wanted to get.
It was an hour wait.
So I mean, yeah,
That's what they had said.
Bum rushing, but it was too many people.
There's too many.
Of like in our group, 4 of us. I mean, you're one. People don't care. Just
Nope.
Sneak in.
But it was 4 of us.
Mhm.
So we said, "Fuck it, let's just walk it." So we're walking, and I'm like fucking zombie walking right now, dog. It was
I knock at a house and just be like, "Yo, I'll give you $40 and you just drive."
How?
Cash.
We don't
What
have
cash do you
cash.
have?
As soon as I get to the hotel,
How are
you
we
wait
gonna?
for me.
We don't even have a key
I'm not
card
gonna
to get
take
in.
you without the cash first. What are you, stupid?
We don't have a key card. We don't have anything. We have no
Hey,
identification.
dog, there gotta be some good Christians out in Arizona.
Nah.
No, dog, you're a beaner, fool. They got lost to deport your ass if you don't got papers with you.
Loki,
Yeah.
fucking take me back to Mexico.
So, anyways, we
So you walked the mile.
we zombie walked to the
Hype,
buses,
fool.
and at this point, I'm done. And then Felipe is like, "Oh, well, they give away a free hot dog and water. Let's go wait
Get
in
the
that line."
Fuck.
And I
outta
told
here.
them like, "You guys can go do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna go in line."
Yeah, because we were literally like a bus wait, like
Yeah.
10
And these
minutes
fools
from
wanted
our
to go
bus.
wait in line for a fucking free hot dog. I'm like, I will buy a fucking hot dog. I would pay anything to get the fuck out of this. So we start waiting in line, and then like,
He goes, gets a hot dog, and then cuts back with you.
yeah.
Of course.
But I took him for his water because I'm like, fuck
Took the
that.
water, and then
Yeah, because he brought back 2 hot dogs, two bags of chips, and Ani had a water, and he had a water. But he wanted to give us the chips. And Adrian's like, "Nah, I got the hot dog." And
I
then
took a bite. I'm like, they gotta test out the arm on land. Now I lost it.
and he fucking threw the hot dog, dog. And then I grabbed the water and I chugged like half of it, dog. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I had to drink something. So we kept going in line, and like I said, you can't gauge time. It may have been only like 10 minutes, but to me it felt like 45 at this point of waiting in line. And there was a
I'm going insane.
there was a white dude in front of us that his group was like a cup ahead of him in line, and they kept telling him to get in front. But the thing is that his friend, he had the cooler. He had a cooler with him, so he had to carry the fucking cooler every single time the line moved. So he was like, "No, fuck it, I'm sitting back here. Like, I'll catch up to you when I catch up to you." But we finally got to almost the front of the line. He said, "Fuck it." He was done with it. Because his friends weren't helping with the cooler. He was the only one with the cooler. So he's like, "Hey, you guys want waters?" And we're like, "Fuck yes." So I grabbed 2 cold waters. I chugged the shit out of them. Adrian got 2 waters. Felipe got 2 waters.
Yeah.
Like, he was just trying to empty his fucking thing. So he empties it, and we drink the waters and shit. And I'm feeling a little bit better because we're the next ones on the bus. So I'm like, fuck this. We just got waters. We're about to get on this bus. Everything's cool
But don't
now.
you get on the bus and the AC's busted?
Well, we're not there yet because we're about to get on the bus, right? So he counts us off, and I'm like, oh, I told Adrian, I'm like, we made the cutoff, dude. We're finally gonna have some fucking relief. And we're going, and all of a sudden, another guy's like, hey, actually, I don't think you guys are gonna make this bus. Can you guys wait and be on the next bus? And then we look back, we're like, are you kidding? But then as soon as we were about to like complain and shit, because I would have kept walking, but then all of a sudden the second bus comes. So we're like, fuck it.
Whatever.
We'll be in the front of the bus and we'll be cool.
Yeah.
So we get on the bus and I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable. I'm like, good shit. We're on the bus. Everything's good now. This is the end of the trip. Then I start noticing, I'm like, hey, I told Adrian, I'm like, you think they turn off to the air conditioning when they're stopped to like save on gas or some shit?
I'm like, nah, dude.
And agent's like, agent's like, well, I don't know, G. And we started fiddling with the vents. And there was air coming out, so I still wasn't like, okay, whatever. It might just be that they have the engine turned off. But the engine, I heard the engine, I'm like, fuck, why the fuck is that shit not on yet? Now all of a sudden the doors close. And then now we're driving and no fucking air conditioning. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's broken? I'm like, oh, fuck it. We're almost there. It's like, like a 5-minute ride? But, dude, it felt like 25 minutes worth of...
123 degrees in that fucking bitch, dog.
Well, lady passes out?
So, no, what ends up happening is that we're driving, and we get 5 minutes from where we're fucking about to get to the casino. And Felipe has said like 2 minutes earlier, open the emergency, the windows, like jokingly. And fucking, so we're waiting. We're in line to make the left turn to get onto the strip. We're waiting in line. We're like, there's 10 cars in front of us. And I'm like, okay, we're almost here. I tell Adrian, I'm like, dude, we made it. We're almost here. And he just nods like, yeah, we're good. All of a sudden, the fucking emergency windows fly open. And the bus driver starts yelling, hey, you can't have those open. I can't drive with those open. And then from the back, you hear, we're not fucking closing them. Dude, the fucking driver's like, I'm gonna have to pull out of line if you guys don't close the emergency windows. And they're like, well, we're not closing them. It's too hot. It's too fucking hot. Dude, the fucking bus driver pulls out of line. And I'm like, are you fucking... I start yelling. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We're so close. And now the buses, there's people in the back yelling and people in the front yelling. As soon as the bus driver pulls over to the side, this drunk white bitch comes out and starts running up. Like she's going to hit. She looks like she's going to hit the fucking bus driver. And her boyfriend stands up, tries to pull her back. And she's like, we're having people pass out back there and blah, 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 blah. And how dare you? And it's too hot. This should be against the law. And she's just going off on this bus driver.
White privilege.
The whole time I'm thinking like the fucking bus driver is in a complete uniform with like a tie, fucking khaki pants. Like
this nigga's got duck butter out the ass.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this fool is in. He would want the fucking air conditioning on.
To the
yeah. So like he is in a worse situation. We're all like in fucking
and he has
shorts.
to do this shit for the rest of the day. You know?
Well, that's what we're just like. What the fuck, man?
Every group.
So finally, the bus driver, like they're yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden, like this black lady comes from the back. She plays mediator, so she tells the white girl runs back. The homeboys, and then Felipe, of course, high fives the boyfriend, like, yeah, let him have it, like fuck the system. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I was so pissed, dog, because the gauge on the bus inside the bus was 123 degrees.
Yeah.
And we were like 5 fucking minutes away from getting off of this bus.
And if you got off and walked, it would have been what?
No, it would have been like 15 minutes in the sun.
Still far, dude.
It's still far. It wasn't worth getting out. Like, we were in such a horrible spot that it couldn't even, like, walk it back.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Fuck.
So we're literally fuck.
Once you're on the bus, you don't have the energy to do anything.
No.
You're
So
like, fuck it, dude. We're almost there.
You don't even got that fuck this?
I was completely defeated, dog.
I
was
like, let me off the bus then. And the guy's like, all right. And then he thought about it. Like,
well, no, he thought about it because
stupid.
That's
you're
a shit of a walk.
And it's hot.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes on the bus. Walking is a whole different story. That's
20.
Yeah, like about 20 minutes. So it's like, it's not worth it. So finally, fucking, they close the emergency windows and the fucking bus driver just thug lifes, dude. He cuts 3 lanes and fucking gets back. He cuts into the line and people are honking at him in the back. But he cuts back into the spot that we were at before he had pulled out the thing. So now we're in line, we're waiting, and fucking, we finally get to the fucking parking lot, and it doesn't even stop at our hotel first because it's dropping off for 2 hotels. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't stop at our hotel. It stops at the next one to our hotel.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck, dude. And then as soon as the bus pulls over, we're like, I tell Adrian, I'm like, dude, we get the fuck off of this shit right now because I'm not even dealing with this shit. And he's like, yeah, we'll get off right now. And all of a sudden, as soon as the door opens, you hear from the back, this lady passed out. We need to call 911. We need to call 911. And I'm like, fuck this. I get up. I'm like, Adrian, let's go. And then, of course, Felipe and Ani, they come out and we all walk out and we're just like, fuck this. Because worst case scenario, like that lady's like, oh, I passed out. Now they want the ambulance. It's a whole big deal because it still hadn't got to our stop. But I'm like, we'll fucking walk it to our hotel. Like, why wait? Why wait for this bus that has no air conditioning to fucking travel 20 feet? Like, it's something ridiculous.
Yo, but your boy's still hilarious. I just yelled out, dog, now's your chance, Felipe, to take advantage of it.
Broke older, dog.
But dude, I was just like, fuck this, dude. So we
would you do it again?
Because, well,
no, would you do it again right now?
Like,
no, not right now, but like
the trip,
as you're talking and you even seem aggravated as you're talking about it, would you go again?
Not the way we did it. No, I would have waited for the next bus after that shit. Because when we got off of the bus, dude,
the next bus showed up.
No, it felt fresh.
It was colder outside than inside.
It was colder outside. It felt fucking good. We were dripping of so much sweat because it was 123 degrees inside that bus. So when we got out to 100, when we got out to 110 degrees,
it felt bad.
It felt awesome. The 10-degree difference was like fucking heaven. I tell Felipe, I'm like, this shit's feeling way too good right now, dog. Because I felt relief.
There's a pool at the hotel, which you guys jumped in it?
I would have jumped in it, even though I don't know how to swim. I was just fucking,
just for that refresher?
At this point, I have blisters all on my feet.
This just starts complaining to Adrian that he wants to leave.
In the bus? Because it was so hot in the bus. I told Adrian, I'm like, hey, dude, low-key, I'll drive back tonight. That's how pissed I was. Like, I'll drive back tonight. If we leave tonight, I'll drive. No worries. I'll drive the whole fucking way.
So hasn't slept a nick.
And then this fool goes, nah, dude, we paid for the night. And I'm like, oh, okay. But in my head, I'm thinking like, where can I get a Hertz? Like, I was looking for a fucking car rental place so I can leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm willing to take the $100 and something hit to drive back.
Relax, dog.
Because that's how
there's an airport in Bullhead if you cross the.
Dude, I was looking for any way to get get the fuck away from this trip.
L was like a motherfucker, dog.
In the heat, that's the heat.
It was the heat. It was the heat. It was obviously the
people.
Heat. The people added to it, but it wasn't the people.
It wasn't the people in your car.
If there was air conditioning while I was dealing with these people, it wouldn't be an issue.
We've just been making fun of them.
Yeah. Like, we would just be busting balls. But
we're just brochachos.
But just dealing with these people and just like, fuck this, dude.
So you guys finally made it to the casino?
So we made it to the casino and the guy tells us, hey, look, you guys could cut through the Outback Steakhouse, but like low-key, just go straight to your guys' room because we don't need, like, you can't be shirtless at the hotel just kicking it. So we're like, okay, thank you.
When we went, there's a bunch of shirtless people.
Maybe they changed
the rules because they.
Oh, but we weren't at that hotel,
so we literally walked in, and I'm just like, fuck it. And
straight into the room?
No, I just wanted to go kick it. We have no key. We have nothing.
So you can't even get into your room and shower.
No, we can't do anything.
Jesus.
So I told Adrian, like,
I would have been in this
honestly.
train. Let's get the fuck out of here.
No, but honestly,
you gotta wait for the homies.
Fuck them.
The bromies.
Honestly, we got into the fucking air conditioning. We got into the air conditioning. I felt like 20 times better, dude.
I'll do it instantly.
My fucking, it was like,
I was afraid I was gonna get sick, dude.
I had no fear of anything, dude. I was just like, thank God.
I'm ready to die today, dog.
And I told Felipe, I'm like, I'm gonna be waiting in the fucking hallway of where in front of the door until they come. And he goes, no, let's try to get the key. And I'm like, well, fuck no. Like, I don't, like, I just...
That means he wants to go up to the receptionist and give him shit until they open the door.
Exactly. So...
I know that fool.
So we went and we couldn't get our key because it was still underneath Jenny's name. So neither of us are female. So we can't even pull that off.
Yeah.
But apparently Felipe was able to get them to believe that it was his cousin because it was under his cousin's name.
Yeah.
Oh, Caesar. It was under Caesar's name. So they were able to get the whole argument of, oh, well, we lost it. And then they told him, oh, well, we'll send security up and then you could handle it from there. So we're waiting up there. And security comes and he's like, oh, just describe something in the room. Of course, Ani had left her bag in Caesar's room. So they were able to describe that. And then I we'll just describe. We just described our room when we got in, and from that point, I was like, oh my god, it was like 20 times better. I was happy as fuck.
I made the joke. It's like, oh, there's anal beads in there and dildos, and the guy's like, what?
And I'm like, oh, Adrian's funny again, like because the heat. I'm
Did
like,
it die?
oh.
Like, was everyone not even trying to be funny in the bus?
I'm still fucking busting balls. I don't care.
It sounds like you died just as much as this fool.
No,
I was looking for an exit. I was
wasn't.
done,
You would have pulled the parachute, dog.
the heat.
the ripcord and everything.
The
Dog.
heat to me, I live in the
Yo,
heat. dog.
quickly, let's recap what the fuck was happening with you guys.
So we're like, we passed
Because these fools jumped off.
we passed the first exit.
We got to like 40 minutes.
Then we're like, hey, this is the second exit. They still didn't want to paddle. So. Then we're like, oh, all right, cool, dog. Then I start asking him, like, well, what are we gonna do, fool? And then Caesar's just like, I don't know, fool. These
That
fools
river
don't want
goes all
to
the way into the fucking ocean.
They're like, these fools don't want to fucking listen. Fool, what are we gonna do? There's nothing we can do. And then Ephraim's like, I'm done, fool. That fool's like, I don't even give a fuck, dog. Let's keep floating then, fool. And then I was like, asking the girls, like, hey, you gotta tell them we have to start paddling.
Why do you guys give a fuck about the rest of these fools?
And
Because we're tied to them.
Because there's 15-year-old girls on there. If we can't just let little girls die, where's your chivalry at?
But their dads are there. If their dads don't give a fuck, why should you?
Because they're people, fool?
Yeah.
Let them fucking hit the Mexico border, dog.
Nah.
And then one of the moms is like, oh, can't we just loop around? And I looked at
That
her.
was when he told me
I
that.
was like, what? I was like, we're on the fucking Colorado River. This shit goes into the fucking ocean. Like, what are you
Like,
talking about?
how-
The fucking loop around. We're not. This is a river.
what river loops in a circle?
You think she's in raging waters or what?
Raging waters of the lazy fucking circle.
She's like, no way. She's like, it's all right. Well, we'll make it to the next stop. And then I was like, all right. She's like, wait, but what's gonna happen? I was like, we're gonna have to walk the fuck where we need to go. She's like, walk? I don't want to walk. I was like, it's too far.
People,
and I was like, well, why the fuck do you think we've been saying, hey, we start
I would have lost my
paddling?
shit. I was like, fuck.
And then she's like, oh, so then she starts trying to talk to them, and then they never get to the point where they're gonna paddle.
Nope.
The only difference is that because the river starts turning,
Uh-huh.
now we start going towards the shore because the river starts going that way, so the current, of course, goes that way, and then it starts going that way again.
Yeah.
So the raft starts going towards the shore, but then there's a tree right there that's gonna pop the raft. And a part of me is like, yo, I'm gonna just let this shit pop. Fuck the people on this shit. But then it's like, the girls are on there and then they start yelling, it's gonna pop, it's gonna pop. And I was like, fuck. So I stop it from popping. So I stop the raft. And that's where we take inventory of like, yo, who's on the raft, dog? Because all of a sudden we hear, they fell off. They're getting dragged, fool. And they're like, apparently drunk people would just start floating off from our group, fool. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I start yelling, like, because Joe's next to me. I was like, Adrian, Art, where y'all at? I didn't hear him, fool. And then I'm like, oh,
assume the worst?
shit, dog. And then I'm like, Adrian, Art. And then I start asking people, like, oh, you seen... And they're like, nah, the people started floating. So I'm
What's
like, well,
the one
hopefully...
homie doing?
So I was like...
I'm Adrian.
so they're like, hopefully... they're like, oh, well, we're gonna go get the people that fell off. You guys just tow the boat towards that dock and we'll walk whatever. Just take care of the girls. And we were like, fuck it, we'll do that. Like, the girls haven't done any wrong to us. I'll tow them. Let's go. So we start going that way. We start towing them. And that's when you're just like, dig. Hopefully they got the homies. Because it's like, the homeboy over here doesn't know how to swim. The other fool's over here body was fucking...
I thought Joe was like...
No, he was with me. I was like, the homie's body was malfunctioning on him. So I don't even know how much this fool can swim if he has to.
What did you guys think? That these fools were goners?
We were like, damn, these fools might have got caught up.
I panicked. I was just like, fuck.
What did you think?
Because my mom the whole fucking week was just like, I don't know about you and this river thing. Because my mom's cousin died in Kearns River. So I was like, fuck. I'm like,
They
shit,
got
maybe,
the homies.
maybe my mom was right.
Yeah,
Because
because
I start panicking, and then Juan's like pushing good vibes away. He's like, nah, these guys made it. Adrian probably went with Art because Art can't swim.
yeah, because this fool lost one of his water shoes, so this fool couldn't swim, so he hopped on one of the rafts, and This fool looked sad for like, to me it looked like he was crying for, so I was like, it's gonna be cool, fool, don't worry about him. We're gonna be good, dog.
That fool was just stuck in thought. Fool.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I looked at him, he just looked like, and then he was like, oh, and I was like, oh, fuck, this fool's thinking negatives, we can't do that right now,
He's turning hard. Trying to find a negative space. Fool.
So I was like, nah, they're gonna make, I was like, if anything, probably those fools cut and run, fool.
I always couldn't.
With Philip, I was like, Philip probably said, let's roll, for, and those fools just went with him, because they were over it.
How big's the raft that you guys can't tell if people you
It's
got?
huge.
No,
it's
it's
a
multiple
shitload
rafts.
of rafts together.
That's a
like 20
motherfucker,
people,
dog, to
dog.
get
Yeah.
around. Why do you think we can't drag? If it's one raft, dog, I'll drag it myself, dog,
Right.
to the shore. For that's what I did last time. For it's easy, but it's multiple,
It's
so
like
it's
five
harder.
rafts.
But minute, how come you don't start cutting rafts off to like make it smaller and make it more able to do it?
Because we don't have one a knife.
Yeah.
Two, we don't know who's on what raft. You can't.
Exactly.
Just
You don't know
kill
what
people,
stuff's
fam.
what, so it's like
So we take it ashore. We start taking inventory of the stuff. Then they come back.
You have to have your own little
fanny pack.
fanny pack with your ID in there.
Yeah.
A fucking all your fucking Galaxy S7, so that shit's like river proof.
And then they come back, and I was like, oh, Adrian and Art, Philip and Anya aren't back. So I was like, oh, these fools couldn't run then. So
Yeah.
I was like, most definitely couldn't run. I doubt all these fools drowned. So that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So then they're like, fuck it, we gotta walk. Some fools like, oh, we gotta walk 4 miles. That shit's the park's 4 miles that way. And I was like, no fucking way, dog. We ain't walking
I'm
4
panicking
miles.
because the fucking ground's made of lava at this point. I have one fucking shoe.
Yeah.
So I'm burning my fucking foot. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do if I have to walk 4 miles? I can't just like, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to like take off my shirt and just tie it around my foot and maybe walk.
like a homeless person.
Yeah, I'm like, trying to think what I'm gonna do, and then I'm like, fucking, I seen someone put their shoes right there. I'm gonna take their shoes. So I'm,
Thug life, homie.
I'm rocking one red shoe and one random ass blue shoe.
Of that same party?
I don't know whose shoes they were.
No, it was a cul-de-sac of fools. I think we got to the same thing that they were at.
Yeah.
It was a
No
cul-de-sac of people
There is no fucking other entrance.
there
partying,
isn't.
and it's just a hill, and it's like an electric gate. So
Yeah.
fools were partying there because they had
It
this
was
like
a
double
private
beer
party.
bong.
It was there people.
They had like a double beer bong, but their party was over now.
Yeah.
So they were packing their shit away, and there was just shoes on the floor, and this fool just came up and just got one
Fuck
from. And then we just start taking inventory, taking stuff off the raft. We start popping the rafts. One of the little girls was like, no, we're gonna keep the swan. We're like, hey, none of us are carrying it. We bit that shit. That shit pop. We're like, hey, pop, we're gonna throw it all away. And they're like, oh. And she's like, fuck it. She goes back and she's like, oh, they popped it. Why'd they pop it? We wanted to keep it. I was like, fuck, this bitch better say something. We've all smacked the shit out of her right now, dog. Fuck this mom, fool. So we throw the shit away. We're like, fuck it, let's go. They're like, well, how are we going to get out, though? That shit's private property that way. This gate's closed. Like, we're probably going to have to hop this shit. But luckily, there's pickup trucks pulling in, so the gate opens. We're like, this is our shot, foot. Book it, foot. We run through the gate, foot. Then they're like, hey, hurry up. The gate's closing, dog. The gate's closing, and these people are like trying to rush through it for Indiana Jones shit. For one of the homies puts his cooler for so he can stop the gate, but the gate's just dragging the cooler that way. Hey, the cooler's gonna get smashed. That fool just pulls his cooler, and then 2 people get stuck on the other side. For some fat homie named Adrian that kept saying, when I kept saying, where's Art and Adrian, that fool kept going, oh, I'm Adrian, I'm right here. For I forgot my nerves. For I'm gonna straight fucking smack this nigga and drown him right here.
because they got old quick. Because it's like,
I'm Adrian. I was like,
out who's here, who's not.
fuck you,
And this fool
dog.
makes that same fucking joke again.
But the fat fool gets stuck on the other side, so now I'm laughing at this fool. So your fat ass is gonna have to try to hop this gate, dog. So then these 2 girls come up and they're
3
like,
feet. It's a 3 feet gate. Or-
nah, dog. That's just the height of people, fool.
Oh, really?
6-foot
Yeah,
gate.
that's bigger than I was.
It's one
Really?
it's one of those ones that cars have to drive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Why did I think it was shorter than it
You were
was?
dying on me, bro.
I honestly was just looking at the floor the whole fucking time. I didn't give a fuck.
So then these 2 girls is this one, they were both good looking, but they're like, oh fuck it, help us get over. So we help them get over, fool.
It's too hot to holler.
And the black girl just hops that shit, and I was like, this bitch is sexy right now, fool. I was like, oh, you guys want some free waters or what's up? Because I got the cooler. They're like, oh, please, thank you. And I was like, I got you, girls. And then now this fat fool's trying to get over, fool, and this fool semi-struggles, but then he finally gets over.
Eats the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Then after
He pops out the wall and says, oh yeah.
So then we start walking over,
Starts trying to go under.
and then we walk like a block and a half, and then we stop, and they're like, "Oh, so what do you do? You fools just want to take taxis back?" I was like, "I'm signing up. Like, let's take taxis back, dog." I'm chugging waters because we got the coolers, and then they're like,
so you guys have to also walk what they walk with coolers?
Yeah, and they're like, "There's no tax, but they're rolling coolers."
Oh.
I mean, it's still a motherfucker, but it's not as hard as like
I'll
carrying
dump
a
the
cooler.
water, dump everything, dog.
Well, I started chugging as much water as I need to hydrate hard.
Yeah.
Loki, it's also not my cooler, so I don't give a fuck. Grab as
then-
many waters as I can.
And then,
And
well, I also put my life jacket in there, and I put shit I didn't want to carry in there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, well, the taxis aren't coming for like another hour, and Uber doesn't work out here." So we're like, "Fuck, dogs." So then the
Let's try
15-year-old
what-
girls flag down a car, and it's this old couple, and they're like, "Could you give us back a ride to our hotel?" And they were willing. And then this one fool's getting ready to go, and I was like, "Yo, bro, you don't even need to ask him to take him to the hotel. If just tell him to take you back to the park where the bus is at, take the buses, and then bring back the cars to pick us up." And that fool's like, "Yeah, that's smart." But then my mom starts fucking yapping, I don't know what, and then she's like, "Nah, no one's going anymore. Let's just fucking walk it." And I was like, "This fucking bitch snap, dog."
Yeah.
There goes our ride. There goes us just having to wait in the shade for a car ride.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to walk it over there, and so I'm wearing the same shoes as Arthur. Same problems happening to me. There's pebbles in the bitch, and Ethan just starts taking off, because that fool was mad that Philip jumped ship, had abandoned them, had already not helped. That fool was through,
Yeah.
and that fool just takes off.
he's the one trying to Uber it.
That fool just takes off. No, he walks it all the way the fuck over there, blistered feet and everything. We start walking. We finally get to the park where the shuttles are. The shuttles are to get to the buses. And I'm like, "Fuck!" They're like, "Let's take a break here. Drink some water." I drank some water, and I told Joe, "Fuck it, let's just keep going, because I don't want to wait here. Because if we keep walking," and in my head, I didn't tell Joe, but in my head, I was like, "If we walk, we're gonna probably get there at the same time Caesar does, because Caesar kept walking too." And I was like, "That way, we don't have to wait line." So I was like, "Fuck it," we start walking that way. But I was like, "Yo, dog, it's hot as fuck right now. My feet start burning, Because I guess I had worn the sole of the fucking water shoe out, where now it's like I feel the heat of the asphalt.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, dog,
The shoes were crap, dude.
this shit ain't happening, dog." So I was like, I just started looking around trying to get a shuttle, and just start like, "Hey, dog, I'm diabetic. I feel faint right now.
That scared me too.
Can I get a ride?" And then Joe was like, "Oh, you need something?" I was like, "Nah, dog, I'm just trying to get us a shuttle, dog. We're trying to get the fuck out this bitch, And then I was like, "Oh, there's a bus." And then they keep telling me,
cul-de-sac, just steal a
I'm trying to use my fast pass right now.
and then the people that keep stopping, they're like, "Nah, well, we can't give you a ride right now, but the shuttle's gonna come right now to take you to the buses." So the first one we cut into that one, but we don't make it to that one, like, because they were still trying to get people to pack them in.
Yeah.
And then I see another bus roll in, and I was like, "Joe, let's hit that one, fool." So we go over there, fool. But there's a bunch of people waiting, and I was like, "Nah, we're cutting this line, fool. Fuck all this noise, fool." So we cut right in front, fool. The cop's like, "No pushing, fool." Then I start going, "Hey, guys, no pushing. We were all here. We're all gonna get on, fool." And the cop looks at me like, "This fool knows, fool." So he lets me go, fool. And I was like, "You have to,
You gotta
fool."
play like you
He's
were,
with
man.
me. You just grab Joe.
Yeah, fool. And I was like, "Joe, get on to it."
Fuck it.
We get on, fool. Air conditioning's going, fool. We're feeling good now, fool. We get to where the shuttles are at, fool. And I was just like, "Yo, let's look for Caesar, fool." And then Joe spots him, fool. "Oh, he's over there, fool." Because he was like, "We just got to take the red line." That's what agent said. If we all get lost, take the red line. That's our bus. We go to see, and then we catch Caesar, and Caesar's almost there to the front of the line, fool.
So you only hit a trolley to get to the bus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These
We made it hard. Yeah, we didn't have to walk that extra mile, fool. So then Caesar's like, "Yeah, fool." And I was like, "Go around or just hop this gate?" I was like, "Fuck walking around. Let's just hop this gate right quick, fool." I hopped it, fool. We're cool, fool.
What gate?
There was just some gate, fool.
That's
One of
the
them-
gate I'm getting confused with. That one was like 3
Yeah,
feet.
the gate to walk for the buses, that one's like
Yeah.
3 feet high. That's the one I
Yeah.
hopped. And then Caesar was like, "Yeah, people were fighting earlier because people were cutting, fool." And I just was like, "Dude, who wants to fight, fool? Let's go, fool."
Look, I'm mad as fuck right now.
Call me out, fool. What's up, dog? And then we start going, and I start pounding waters out of our fucking cooler because I'm like, I was dying.
Oh,
fool.
you didn't throw the cooler down in the little area? You just fucking carried it on the bus? with
Well,
you?
Caesar carried it all the way. Fool. when I caught up, I was like, yo, she's just been carrying it, so I'll carry it the rest of the way of the bus. Out of respect.
Respeto, dog.
I mean, he fucked with the vibe, fool, because he was cool with it. Fool.
That last chunk, it's a lot. So it's like, fuck it.
So he was with it, fool. So
Yeah.
I would carry it, and then I'd sit on it and carry it, and sit on it and drink water and carry it. And then the other homies that we had left behind, those fools come, and those fools
I'd
are
be
like,
y'all, you got fools gotta go to the back.
and they were like, oh, let's just cut in, fool. And Caesar was like, you guys could try, but last time some fools got in a fight for it, so if you fools
Yeah,
get in a
I'm not-
fight, we're not
exactly.
jumping in, fool. And I was like, I fuck with that vibe, fool.
Yeah.
So they come in, fool, but they bring me a hot dog, so I'm cool with them, fool. I'm like, I'll take this hot dog, eat it quick, fool,
You
munch it
don't
down.
launch it, bro? Taste it.
But I was hungry, dog. I was hungry.
Test the
Because I was like,
turbine.
Joe, you want some of this hot dog? Joe was like, I'm cool. Joe just want to get back to the room.
Yeah, this is my vibe. I was like, get the
I was,
How
I was
frustrating
just
was
chugging
it, dog?
waters and just...
Pretty fresh.
I was cool. Once I was in the
I
line,
wasn't having it at all. I was just like,
once I was in the line, I was
I'm
happy,
not to
fool.
deal with anything.
I
Low-key,
ate
it
my
sounds
hot
like
dog.
physically and emotionally draining as fuck.
oh, dude.
I ate my hot dog and I was happy again. For drank water. Was party again. For
I was mad trouble.
we make it on the bus, fool. But this bus's air conditioning works, but it doesn't work as good as the last bus we were on. But our bus driver sucks, dog. Like, this was taking forever. For like, he's driving, so and I'll just hear Caesar yell, "Our bus driver fucking sucks!" Start dying, dog.
That sucks. That poor vato was like
Yeah.
20-degree weather.
Dick, and then all of a sudden we just start hearing some fucking white girl talk about her, like
Whole
how
fucking
she's
life
raising,
story.
she's raising her niece now, and like and then this other lady's congratulating her now. She's talking about how her son hadn't talked to her for like 3 months till the regatta because she was shaking her ass at some piano bar, and that fool's people that works there were there, and that embarrassed him, and then they were snapping on the kid, on the dude, and I was just like, what's up with
The
this?
funniest shit is like
With this shit, and then Joe just was like, these fools need to check their privilege.
Didn't someone fucking yell "White Lives Matter" because they wouldn't let him cut?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dog! When we were on the tram, the shuttle
Uh-huh.
to get to the buses, because people were getting pushed, and there's like no push. Some fools like, "White lives matter, dog," and some other fools like, "We paid for this shit already. Just open the fucking doors and let us in." The security guard was like, "Hey, dog, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. Fool. I don't got questions to answer. Fool.
Mhm.
I'm just here trying to do my job." And they're just yapping back and forth, and I was like, "Let's be civilized, gentlemen."
You already had cut in the front.
I'd already cut. Fool. I was kill me, dog. And then we finally make it for on the bus. I took my water shoes off. I made a executive decision for I'm walking on these like fucked up shoes no more. I walk barefoot in the shit for. Joe had grabbed the key card out of there. I was just like, hopefully it's ours. For if not, we're waiting.
50-50 chance this key card's ours because there was another one in there.
So we get to the room for. This fool sticks it in for green light for door opens for we made it. For.
But those fools were already in there, no?
They were in there. Well, yeah.
So
So Art was in the bathroom showering.
Looking out for the homies that got them all towels.
And this fool's like, and I was just like, oh, thank God you fools are here, fool. It's cool, fool. They made it, fool.
You fools felt some relief.
I'm so happy I see him. He's like, I got his towels. I'm like, huh?
This was like, oh, I got you fools towels, fool.
Oh, so y'all fools would have made it, and now y'all fools are 40 minutes behind, bro.
Low key, all I kept thinking was like, look, I probably wouldn't have gotten in the river. I would have stayed back in the casino. These fools could have hit me up. I
You
would
didn't
have
have
just,
phones. None of us
I
had-
would have just
No,
drove
but,
over
yeah,
there.
That's why I told this
And
one.
not to mention, you have no idea where
you
it's
have
at.
no idea where we're
You're
gonna
not,
be.
we're not
At.
from there.
What are we gonna hit you with?
Pin iPhone pin it, dog.
We don't have a
We
phone
don't
to
have
pin
a
it.
phone. Nobody takes a phone onto the river.
Someone
That's
had to
the
have
thing.
a phone.
Well,
Felipe
that's the
had
thing.
it.
We had Philip's phone, fool, and I just told Caesar, Dick, Uber Lux this shit back on Philip, fool. And that fool's like, I'm with it, fool, but there's no Ubers out there. So
Call
I was
911. I need an
fuck,
ambulance to my goddamn hotel. dog.
But yeah, but then we made it, and then we all showered up. We all started talking about it, laughing for it was fun for, and we all started like laughing about like how much of a bitch that walk was for.
Life started coming back to
I
you
started
guys.
drinking tequila and Gatorade again.
That's what I started sipping too. I was like,
I told these fools like, this is a lifesaver, dog.
this is where it's at.
You're
fool.
getting fucked up, but you're replacing electrolytes.
Then I passed out some codeine tablets fool, so we can all be pain free right now. Fool,
I was
chug it with a
done.
beer. Fool, we're
Because
cool.
then finally my arm started to turn sunburn. Like
Oh, and then it started
everything was
getting
hitting
painful?
me, and I was like, "Fuck!" It didn't start getting painful yet. It was just it started turning like fucking red as fuck,
That shit was fun.
The sizzle, dog.
and I was like, "Fuck!"
But then we're like, we're hungry, fool. Let's go hit this buffet up, fool. So we go hit the buffet up, fool. And as we're eating, fool, we just start singing randomly, fool.
Yeah.
We're all singing songs and
I
shit.
just start
fool.
busting Felipe's balls hard. hard, though.
Oh, we started climbing
Yeah.
that food too.
What the fuck were you guys singing?
Made him leave.
We sang "Oops, I Did It Again," All Star, Brian McKnight.
You're my hero, fool.
You're my hero.
You guys know the lyrics?
Fucking Ignition remix. Fool. We started singing a grip of songs. Fool.
Loud as fuck?
Loud
Yeah.
as fuck. People thought we were drunk, fool, but we weren't. We were just happy. Fool.
That old man fuck with the vibe. This old man
There's
eating.
old man by himself eating a
Crab
tower of
legs.
Crab legs.
Because when we left, he's like, "Oh, where y'all going?" I was enjoying the music, man. And we were like, "Fuck it, fool." But because we
He
started,
just sucked that food in his jaw.
because we started drinking, because it was free margaritas, fool, so we started
Yeah.
pounding those
Slushies,
too.
bro.
That was energy too. It's like 'cause I
That
started,
margarita
knocking
helped.
out at the fucking buffet.
That's because
Yeah.
the codeine relaxes you, because
Strawberry margarita.
like it lets you relax.
As soon as we had the margarita,
Cold
the
like
sugar,
me and his soda.
alcohol.
Oh, we kept singing that shit too, fool. Some
Oh,
little yachty.
Our
fool.
remixed it though.
Yeah.
Hot like Arizona, so this fool kept saying. Fool.
Yo,
And then,
that shit sounds like shit, dog. No, that sounds fun to me.
well, the fun part's the river part, fool. But I mean, what can we describe about that besides we were pounding hard, fool?
Yeah, the fun
hard,
part,
jumping in
there's
the
no
river.
story to that. There's just
Jumping
fun.
in the river, fucking.
Being in the river's hot. I took like 25 pisses while I was in that river.
I
fool.
kept trying. Next year, I'm gonna take it down for shout.
Taking
Shout,
laxatives right before.
You want solids for like a little.
You're mad
solid, dog.
dehydrated, dog.
Yeah.
You'll die, dog.
I think that's where I fucked up because I usually drink a water like a gallon
Y'all
of
fools
water a
fought
day.
fools.
And
Y'all
I need
fools got dehydrated.
I tested
Down with
out
the sun.
arm.
Tested the arm. Pretty eventful weekend.
Fools are getting dropped on the dig. The heat gets the
Yeah.
fools, dog. Fool, nah, because even on the walk back, fool, during the
cops
shuttles,
are doing overtime.
fools were getting whacked up, fool. There was just fools on the floor laying out. Some were passed out because of the heat, some because of the heaters, fool. That shit was going hard, fool. I was like, there's violence out here in these streets, fool.
If you're like low key smart, you're just an Uber. You just go park over there, or not
There's
even
no
an
Uber in
Uber, a
Arizona.
taxi
No,
driver.
They don't have
There's no
rideshare.
Ubers in Arizona. It's
Or
not
allowed.
allowed.
Hit up a
taxi,
taxi.
dog.
Huh?
You're gonna get your taxi all dirty,
Mm-hmm.
fucking all wet, and those fools don't have cash. Most of them, they're just
Nope.
gonna try to dip on you.
Yeah. None of these people down there have money.
What are you gonna do? Fucking be like, oh, I'm gonna take you back to where you came from, dirty in the strip. You're like, oh, Take that
As
out.
soon as you get into your hotel room, you just don't go back out. What the fuck they gonna do? How they gonna chase you down?
Well, that's why you lock the doors. Fool.
Yeah.
You can't get out till you pay. Fool. Nah, but yeah. Then the next day, we just woke up early, started gambling, fool. I was up 100, so I was like, let's test our luck out, fool. I lose 100, fool. I was like, I got up and I was like, nah, that's it, fool. I'm just gonna leave even. I was like, nah, I can't, fool. I gotta make this 100 back that I just lost right now, fool. So I'm gambling, fool, losing, fool. I'm losing, fool. I'm like, fuck, dog. I'm last 25 chips is all I got left for $25. Fool.
Uh-huh.
Fuck it, let's go all in, man. Fool. We win, fool. Fuck it, double up, fool. Let's bet it all again, for win again, fool. Then I go back up to being up to 100, fool. Now I'm like, hype, fool. Let's leave now, fool. Then we leave, fool.
Nice. And then you guys make your way out here.
Yeah.
Basically, you start driving
we
back.
got robbed. 2 Big Macs.
Oh, yeah, the
you
2
fools hit
for
up
$5.
McDonald's
Yeah.
and they robbed
We're
you.
all hyped about that
Then I
shit.
just smash it coming back from
So
we
y'all
get
fools
here
eat
on
McDonald's
time.
every day?
yeah, dog.
Basically, I think I did.
Yeah,
we
you did.
We did. Me and
Yeah.
you did.
I didn't eat McDonald's the first day. I ate Panda Express.
Hot like Arizona.
Yeah, then we just made it back from listening to hot vibes for and just
And this fool was driving fucking like an asshole.
Like an animal?
Like an asshole.
Driving like a Californian and fucking.
And people, because he was like, oh, dude, all these fools are mad kind and shit. Because they mad about this fool's going like fucking 80-something behind them. Like,
That's right.
yeah. And that's why they.
Like 110.
you fools were being nice.
Okay,
I was
fine.
trying to
I
test
wasn't.
to see if
I wasn't
shit
trying to put
160.
you in felony areas, but okay.
So it's 2 lanes and then you're just mashing the food to get the fuck out the way?
I wasn't mashing
No, no,
nobody.
no, no.
Either they
He was
got out of my
coming-
way or I was going to go around them.
Yeah.
Those were the 2 options.
Yeah. So, but people were just getting out of his fucking way, and he's like, "That's high."
Trucks would move. Fucking semis would move.
Yeah.
They're scared of the little Optimus.
Funniest shit. I'm like, if this food would have drove, I don't think we'll make it back because my legs are shot to like.
Yeah.
This was crapping up next to me, dude.
But I'm still drinking Gatorade and tequila,
But I was
bro.
like, this was
Yeah.
hype. This was about the vibe.
Because I'm like,
No, But
I'm
as-
like, are you driving the whole way back? He's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm like, fuck it. I want to buy a new Gatorade.
Because I told him, you drove all the way here, I'll drive all the way back. This is only fair.
On the
Fool.
way tequila.
Dick, and then when we're in traffic, I'm just fucking just swerving side to
like
side.
when it's literally when it's like a dead stop because they're doing construction and shit. This fool's just swerving
The
back and
funniest
forth.
shit too. This was going like 110. I keep opening my door. Dick, check the.
Yeah, Adrian would mad open his door.
And then I was like, check this out. And then I'd open my door.
What the fuck?
This was unbelievable. Fools are hyped.
Y'all
Bro.
was too much for me, dog.
Yeah, we kept doing that shit when Nestor drove the last time. He's like, this is bullshit.
No fool didn't like that shit.
Nah.
But we were stopped doing it. We're talking about we're going 100.
No,
dog.
these guys. Yeah, it was. There was
One time I
pressure
didn't
on the
think it was
door.
open. I was just like pretending.
Yeah.
And then my whole fucking
Yeah,
head came out.
I saw Adrian half go out, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? This is about to fall out." Nah, we had a seatbelt on, so it was all cool and shit. But
You have to drive safe. You have to have your seatbelt
Times,
on.
bro.
but like he put too much pressure on it. He was just fucking around with the door handle.
Dick, even when we were in Cali, for like, we was just swerving, and
Yeah.
then people would be like, "Yo, what's up with this?" fool?"
But you notice as soon as you got closer to LA, people weren't giving a fuck. Like it was LA driving again.
people were waiting for. I was like,
Yeah.
"This is where I'm at. This is the chaos zone." fool."
Dick, and then I kept putting my fingers like a vagina and just licking them.
That's what I would do too. fool. You just-
Families and kids.
Y'all was too much.
It was funny because he would do it like to 5 cars, but like on the 6th car, you just hear him bust them. Ah, they saw it.
And then like they would look me in the eyes, and I'll just lick my lips. But I do that shit all the time.
Oh, man.
And then I had to throw Arthur a bone, so we listened to all of Diane Wood
Oh,
albums.
this
Oh yeah.
Part of it also, I was listening to girls like, Angel's not gonna like this.
It was just hate, but I loved it. I'm like,
what
wait.
is this, bro?
I just kept telling Adrian, hey, I think that's the first song playing again. Fool.
Nah.
Yeah, fun. And then this fool be like, no, it's not.
I'm about to take it off and put some fucking cool shit.
Fuck that. Nick.
I was just chilling in the back. I was passing cookies. We had chips on deck. I had road beer.
Bunch of
fucking-
snacks.
You're right with me, nigga. There's always food.
Yeah, I bought 2 family pack size cookies because I was like, I need some munchies on the way
Low-key, you
back.
fools needed the Caesar's fucking
Inhaler.
inhaler.
Hit the nitro, fool. But yeah, then we made it. Then we went to King Torta with you, fools.
Met up with you guys.
Then that was it, fool. That was all she wrote, fool.
That weekend, I went to a Dodger game, which is like the longest I haven't been to a Dodger game in a minute.
That was
yeah?
hey,
You
fool. You
Dodger
went
game
without
last year with
Adrian,
me?
fool.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
dog.
but
I've been bitching to this for let's go.
I told Julio like, dog, he's just gonna be mad. If who's been begging me like,
on
let's
the
go to a
weekend.
Dodger
Next
game. Let's go
Friday,
to a
it's
Dodger
I think
game.
it's Beatles night, right?
I think. No, next Friday is GNR, Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah,
This Friday.
next Friday.
Next-
This fool just
Friday.
got offered tickets for Guns N' Roses and he said no.
What?
For Thursday.
I'm down.
Only one. That's
140, fool.
140. Where at?
why. I don't know.
And we talk after the pod.
No, but it's the best seats I've ever sat in. It was club level. I was like, yo, they fucking come up to you, see what you want. And we watched the Dodgers would just smash the Pirates. That was fun. I was like, I haven't had fun in the Dodger game like this since like middle school when I came with like my whole class and Adrian. And we were just screaming at the Angels and there was
probably-
a kid saying racist that shit. Remember that?
Because the club level takes up all of the shit that you don't like about the regular section.
Yeah.
Like what? The ghetto people? I love that shit.
No,
No.
like the seats.
Bigger
the
seats,
Oh.
private restrooms.
Yeah, it's everything that this fool doesn't like.
I mean, dick, I'm pretty big, but I feel comfortable, you know.
Nah, I mean, sure, but it's just funner. Then the fucking waitress was hitting on me, and then like later on, she was like, "I'm like your mom," and then I just turned around because then Julio was like, "Dude, what were you gonna say?" Because I was gonna tell her, "Yeah, I also want to fuck my mom too," dog." Because Julio got when we got there, I bought Julio a beer.
Uh-huh.
And we were just walking around. We went behind home plate, and we're like, then we took the escalators up to the club level. Then we're going through all the suites, and outside the suite, there's just a full pizza. And I mean, we both Julio just looked at each other like, let's just take this shit. For
What the Raider game though?
I was about to say, this was like that one fat foot the Raider game, fool.
and we were about to snatch it, but we're like, nah, for like, let's get to our seats because like, how are we gonna look just walking around with a full pizza? Like,
yeah. Slices is fun.
yeah, no, it was full. It wasn't even cut yet because they had like all the cutlery under it.
Because that means they're on, because they're on the club level, so they're on that middle level. So.
Like they had just brought it out the oven, they brought it in, and then someone's gonna come out and grab the cart, bring it in, and then cut the slices for them. because it had like all the cutlery and all that shit to like do it. And me and Julio were like, oh, we just gabbing in this rope. But I'm like, nah, let's just get to our seats. Then we get to our seats and we're like, oh fuck, this is Club Level. This is dope. The view is dope. And then like,
That's what we'll do for
then the chick came up to us. She's like, what? Oh, me and Julio are reading the menu, and she goes up to me and she's like, why are you reading that menu like you're gonna pretend to order something? And I was like, oh shit, and I was like, all right, so does this be?
She saw the ghetto in you.
Fuck yeah!
Nah, Julio gave us away. Dog. The first thing he's like, it's because we've never sat here before. I was like, this.
You gotta act like you've been there before.
We gotta act like we're fucking CEOs, fool, like dog.
Oh, internet millionaire, dog.
Exactly. And then she just starts chatting us up. And then Julio's like, let me get a hot dog. And then she just stands there and she's like, you're not going to get one for your friend? And then now I'm like, what the fuck, yo?
Like this fucking guy.
I didn't say shit. I stayed quiet. And he's like, oh no.
He's like,
You're
right?
just judging Julio, man, crazy.
I was more embarrassed.
Didn't buy me a
this
hot
bitch
dog,
is just gonna
bitch.
this bitch is going to put me on blast, dog? And he's like, no, yeah, get him a hot dog. And then he left his card open. And then low
Give
key,
me another two.
nah, low key, I was like
5, dog.
low key, I'm like,
Hot dogs around.
you guys want a hot dog?
That's why I like.
He's gonna put on a vest and start going hand
Fuck
out.
all you can eat section sucks. You
Make
gotta keep
money.
walking over there. Be
Yo, but I
back.
could test out my arm though. Maybe I get scouted. Dog. You never know, bro.
Low key, you can hit the
Because
outfielder.
you can eat the whole hot dog and then you just fill it up with ketchup and mustard and chuck that. That's what we used to do when we were kids. Instead of chucking a hot dog, we just fill it up with mustard and ketchup.
I
and
seen a
toss
little
it.
kid hit a fucking. Remember when we saw that kid hit the food with the jerk with
Giants, a brand new
a brand new
Dude,
giant.
the white one.
Fuck your $120 jersey, dog.
Oh no! When we got there, Julio bought a hat. I was like, low key, like, why you paying $45 for like?
That's what I paid for.
Yeah.
for
When I went with this food for the playoffs, I was like, I don't got a half. So let's go hit this store up right quick.
I was like, why didn't you tell me, Julio? We should hit Woodard Boulevard. Would you get your hat?
Nah,
man?
you gotta get that official food.
Nah, but he got a nice one because he got like it's the OG gray one.
And they're broken in already.
Nah, that was just a nice hat. But
Great for you get the one you could get regularly on the streets.
also, then I'm staring at the menu for, and it's like I'm gonna get the souvenir nacho one with the actual helmet. It's only $10. I was like, it's a pretty good deal.
But shits are little.
I didn't know, but then I'm staring at the menu like, oh fuck, there's water. Water's $7 and a beer's 10. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get another beer, and I hadn't drank in a minute, but that tecate I drank fucking tasted delicious, and I'm like, why did I quit drinking? I'm like, this shit was delicious. I'm fucking watching the game. I'm drinking beers. I'm fucking watching, eating hot dogs. I was like,
Did she catch you with the same trick and say, why didn't you get a beer for your friend?
nah. She came back, and this is the time she told me, why you staring at that menu like you're gonna order something? Because every inning she comes, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Just looking at the menu.
And this time, me and Julio were like, oh, this next inning before, because she had come, and she's like, hey, 7th inning's the last inning to order. And then she's talking to me about some dude with dreads, the first baseman for the. She's like, look, that fool has dreads. Like, what do you think about that? I'm like, what do I think about dreads? I don't know. They probably like hard to maintain. Like, you can't even shower and shit, right? Like,
For the Pirates or for the Dodgers?
for the Pirates. And then she's just talking to me about like.
He cut his though.
He plays outfield.
Yeah, he plays
No,
outfield.
then she's just talking to her, like, well, she's talking to me, and Julio's off to the side, and we're talking about the dreads and shit. And then later on, she makes fun of me because I order a cider. She just rolled her eyes at me, and I was like, what's wrong with a cider? Like, I'm like, you don't have tecate. That's what I was drinking. And she's like, yeah, whatever. I was like, what? What's up with the attitude? and then Julio can't hear because she's giving him the options, and he's like, I can't hear you. What did you say about IPAs? And then she's like, this fool would order IPAs. So then she goes around because we're on the last row, so she can just walk around, and she's like between us, and she's like, this is the friend you keep, dog? And I was like, yeah, dog, I guess.
Straight disrespect.
I was like, what the fuck? Then she's like, oh, here. And then she gives him the order again. He's like, oh, I'll take a red trolley or whatever. And then she's like, like I went around for this fool. Like I guess like there was a beer you could have ordered that she would have been happy, but like she ordered it. Like I guess she was judging our orders.
Uh-huh.
You fools are uppity, fool.
Cider, dog?
Nah, but then it came up how like she just said something about how like how she lives alone with her son. Like she was telling me like, oh, I'm just with my son and my cat and my dog. And then I just like, without missing a beat, as soon as she said it, I'm like, they probably fucking hate you, dog.
You said that?
and
Oh my god.
and then she's like, why do you say that? I'm like, I don't know. I just like
You got resting bitch face.
no, like I'm like it was like in a funny manner, like, oh, they probably don't like you, like they probably hate you. And she's like, right? They probably when I leave, they're just talking madish, like, oh, she's such a bitch. Oh, she wouldn't say bitch, like she's like obviously
She's at
saying
work.
like fucking funny shit,
Yeah.
but she won't say bitch. But I'll say it for her. Like she was like, I'm probably such a, and I'm like, what, bitch? And then she's just laughing, and I was like, fuck it. And I'm like, yeah, probably when you leave to work, they're so happy. And then you
So she has what, a cat, a dog, and a son?
yeah. And then she's like, and I just keep telling her like, hey, when you leave
Which
to
one
work,
would you put to sleep, though?
Mary fucking kill one. Nah, and then I'm like, they probably when you leave to work, they're mad happy, and then you come back and they're like, and then she's like, she just chuckles and she comes back with our beers, and then she sees me sip, and I'm like, oh, she's like, what, you didn't like it? And I'm like, did you get my shit right? I asked for a cider. I don't know what the fuck you brought me. And then she's like, that's what you ordered. It was whatever, like cider. And she's like, look, I'll be back. If you don't like it, tell me. And then when she came back, I'm like, you know what? It grew on me. And that's when she's like, see, I'm like your mom. I'm like, because now she was trying to throw shots at me. You know, she's like, oh, I'm like your mom. Like, I'm choosing beers for you or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, see, I know what you like or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I just tell Julio, Dick, I also want to fuck my mom. And then she just kind of like, all right, well, are you guys gonna be closing out? Are you guys also gonna be closing out your account because it's the 17th? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
I always close.
But I was fun. I was like, yo, I wouldn't mind like no traffic to the Dodger game,
Who
parking.
drove?
He did, and the parking.
It's a good
I mean,
day, dog.
Like they made us park kind of far, but we like. I was like, oh fuck! The time we came with Joe, I had to do all those stairs. I'm like, I'm not doing it this time, dog. I'll just be like, nigga, I'm taking the bus to the Union Station and home. Dog. I ain't doing these steps. Fuck this shit.
Jesus.
Nah, I'm kidding. But I was just like, well, because I seen this club level. I'm like, cool. I don't think we're gonna do steps. They don't make high rollers do steps. You know what I mean?
High rollers.
Nah, but they let us right in through the bottom, and then we went up the escalator, so we didn't have to do no steps. Then when we went out, it was like, oh shit, the exit's right here. Walk to our car, like no traffic there, no traffic back, like no problem.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we did notice when we left the parking lot, they were just parking cars. We were smashing them into a little section, and there was like the rest of the parking was open. And I was like, why are they doing this? This is kind of stupid. Because I told Julio, don't park near the edges because they're gonna block you in. Then we won't get the fuck out. And someone got locked in with a bigger car, and they just fucking smashed the Camaro, like all of its front, like they ripped it all out. And everyone that was coming out, they were just staring at the Camaro and taking pictures of it, and everyone's looking around like, whose is it? Then both me and Julio were like, I just want to kind of like we just wanted to stay and watch like the reaction of the guy whose Camaro got like completely smashed. But we're like, nah, because then we're gonna get stuck in traffic. Let's just get out of here. So we got out of there, but. I mean, some people are gonna stay because right after the game was done, they're gonna start showing Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like on the screens and shit, because it was like the movie night. And low key, we thought about it, but I was like, man, fuck this shit, dog. Let's just get out of here. Like, let's go eat. Then we went and got some Thai food. But it was cool. I was like, yo,
That's
like
what's
I'll
up.
do the Dodger games like this, because I saw like they're gonna play Boston. Was it this week?
This week?
No, the 26th. I'm like low key, like shit. I'll fucking do gay, like sitting in the good section. And I'm like, fuck the fucking rafters up
Oh
there.
shit, I can't.
What?
FYF, yo.
Oh, you going to FYF?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how you do at the Rams game.
Oh, that should be worse. It's 90,000 people, dude.
With the rowdiest people.
I'm gonna
That
just,
game's gonna be hyped though.
it's the Falcons. You think there's a lot of Atlanta fans out here?
Oh, it doesn't matter. For
Doesn't
Rams fans
matter.
fight Rams fans. Fool.
Yeah,
That's what I noticed.
You think they care what jersey you're wearing, bro?
You step
This
on
is
a
LA,
shoe the wrong
dog.
way.
Unless they're losing. LA turns on you, dog.
Then they're losing. For them fools are fighting even more. fool.
They ain't shit to watch but them getting pummeled, dog. So now you're pummeling people on the stands.
You have to. Fool.
The homie that goes to a lot of Dodger games is Juan over here.
I don't go that many.
I'm like, I don't think Juan's talked this whole episode unless we showed up on a bad episode. You haven't been here for a while.
I haven't, dude. I haven't.
It's kind of a hard one to catch up on.
It is. 'Cause I wasn't in the adventure.
No, well,
It was
neither
fun. It was
I.
just funny fucking hearing about it.
Plus he hates you.
But probably where we're gonna end it now. Probably a good spot to end it. Thank you guys for listening. Art's back. Joe's back.
With his 2 feet.
He made it back. Everyone, like, do you guys still have blisters?
No.
Nah.
I messed up my toe, but
It just took a day to recover. That's
Surf
it.
toe?
So fucking that hard, dog.
Yeah, the blisters only took a day to recover.
Juan got a Trump tan.
You have to. fool.
This fool look orange. Adrian didn't
I'm
get
not orange. Fool,
that.
I'm
Fool didn't
red.
get that burn. I was like, low
I didn't get
key.
burned.
Well, that's why I couldn't see on the fucking
He
river.
went
fool.
blind, but he kept at
Every
least
30 minutes.
I didn't. I applied it once and that was it. Fool.
My face didn't get
But
burned.
the only thing that got burned was my face, but it didn't hurt.
I work in corporate America. If we can't be looking dark out there.
I just had to moisturize and,
They
and we
won't
were cool.
respect you.
that one Susia used all our fucking copper tone.
Oh,
What's her name? I don't know her name.
Mom?
But yeah.
No.
they didn't.
Nah,
buy
mom
me
was
either.
cool.
They didn't buy anything. That's the thing.
Well, Joe don't look that burned either, but his legs apparently.
My legs,
His
are
knees.
tired. My ankles. I mean, my calves are
My
fine
knees grow.
now. I went and run yesterday.
And our
so we're good.
his hands are his arms are
No,
supposedly
my arms are
fucked.
fucked up.
I told Roman that I got a tattoo of fire. on
A
my
tribal
shoulder.
tattoo. He believed it.
He's like, really? Why? He's like, how come you didn't finish it? I go, oh, it's gonna be a big piece. It takes a while.
Next year he goes.
He's gonna keep going. Desert trash. Well, we'll probably now really end it here. Yeah. We're glad to have you back. Hopefully you could do one.
Yeah, I'll do one
Come
more.
back
I'll
again.
do one more. It was good dropping by.
Yeah. Well, not one more. A few. Hopefully you keep
Few
coming
more,
back.
few
But
more.
yeah, we don't want like the next one is. Oh, this is the last one. But hopefully you come where there's not like the. This is our third annual river
Regatta.
recap. But all right, guys, have a good week. Subscribe to the channel. Share it. I mean, you're not. I guess you get in trouble. How the fuck would you know? Click on the ads. Give us a kickback, and yeah, I'm Nestor,
I'm a club level rat.
Adrian.
And Arthur.
and I
Joe
guess
And Juan. Juan and Juan.
all right, guys, have a good week.
Yeah.
Cheers.